episode of Hair the Dogcast. I'm one of your hosts. My name's Tom. What episode number is this? 125?
Number 125.
125, that's right. This is Hair the Dogcast, a podcast about beer and video games and beer. And we
sometimes not.
And we drink real live beer on this podcast, but sometimes. Hi, I'm Tom. And I don't know what's going on anymore.
Tom, you did everything you had to. You can now go back to bed.
Yes. This podcast is sponsored by all you wonderful Patreon people. Probably Brian, maybe. Ryan, possibly Kip.
Just keep, Brian, Ryan, Kip, and TK.
TK.
Yeah.
And Carly.
Yeah.
And
Oh, wait a sec. Say it again.
Carly.
I'm not getting any Josh right now.
No Josh.
Oh, do I have the no mic?
There, now you're working.
Baby.
Okay. All right, back to the top. Tom.
Hey everybody, welcome to a brand new episode of Hair the Dogcast, episode 125, the best of 2022. Oh my God, I'm so excited. I'm one of your hosts. My name is Tom Wagner.
Hey, Tom.
Hi, Tom.
Is that
Hi
Tom?
everybody. Yeah.
Hey.
What's going on?
Hey, Tom.
The dynamic has completely shifted again, and I'm so confused.
What's going on?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I'm scared.
All right, we're going to throw it to Josh.
As you better be scared. I'm Josh. You may have heard of me. I'm that guy from the internet. Hey.
Whoa.
This guy.
Whoa.
Hi Josh.
Hey, Tom.
Welcome back.
I know, crazy, huh?
Yeah, this is weird. It's
been a couple weeks.
All these other people.
Oh, they all got beards, or kind of.
Well, we've all got kind of beards.
Right.
My name's Dylan. I'm technically one of the middle children, right?
Wait, we can say what Dylan introduced himself on the Discord for our new network.
Are you fucking kidding me?
It was a
going on?
because we have to
There's a
introduce
new
ourselves.
network?
on
We have
this.
to introduce ourselves. We're on a new network.
Yeah, I heard.
We'll talk about that in a second, but I do want to read what Dylan wrote here. If I don't have any connection in Tom's house, we're out in the woods right now.
We
Hold
are.
on. Yeah, we're actually in a cabin because this is so secretive, so important
Are you on my Wi-Fi?
that we have to.
Cartoon Network.
I'll read my own. It's fine.
D-Mans, my name is Dylan, who alongside Brad and Tyler head up Hair the Dogcast. I'm an avid lover of art, especially visual and games. If I had to be a member of a boy band, I'd be the dangerous one. Maybe.
It's a big maybe.
So where is this posted? Is this
It's on introductions.
MySpace?
Yes, HyperX Podcast Network is dead.
Oh,
I would be sad if they had been paying us regularly for the past few months, but
sure.
But since that hasn't happened, we have been invited to join a new network. We are now part of the Tokyo Beat Podcast Network.
I love cults.
Tokyo Beat.
So the podcast, the Dogcast, has just gone international.
Yeah,
it's
I
kind of a
guess
big
we're
deal.
very big in
Yeah.
Tokyo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll take it.
it's great.
Yeah.
Are we really?
No.
We're about to be.
Better than Sheboygan,
I'm so
right?
gullible.
We used to have one listener in Australia. I don't know if Jake listens anymore. Jake, if you're around, we miss you.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Hey, Jake.
Please call me.
Yes.
What time is it there, Jake? Let us know. We still don't get this.
Why does your
What
toilet-
direction does the toilet flush?
gonna say,
oh
yeah.
my god, yeah.
Come on, man. He's stuck in his toilet, going the wrong way.
I'm Brad. I'm Brad.
Hi.
If
Bad
I'm
Brad.
not talking as often right away, it's because I'm using the old soundboard, which is a little more complicated. It's like going from the Nintendo to the Super Nintendo. I don't know what to do with
You're
these
doing
extra
fine.
buttons.
Yeah.
You're doing fine. Your voice,
take
hours
bumper.
and hours of your voice has gone through that soundboard. So you're like
I
we're
watched
friends.
a Dr. Dre documentary, and I think you're just supposed to slide all the white things up
Yes,
the way.
Yup.
while bobbing your head.
Yup.
bob in your head.
Yeah,
Okay.
it checks out.
Speaking of, who's talking?
That's me. I'm Tyler.
Look who's talking.
Yeah, that's
R.I.P.
me.
Kirstie Alley.
Oh, shit. Yeah, that's true.
What?
No
Why
RIP.
does everyone all of a sudden care about Kirstie Alley? She's been like really not great for a long time.
I forget who she is. I
She
know
was
the name.
smoking hot on Cheers. She was Rebecca on Cheers.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
and she was
Dude,
talking
everybody,
baby.
everybody on Cheers was smoking hot though.
Wait, is that the Look Who's Talking girl?
What? George
Yeah,
Wendt?
that's
Yeah.
her.
Yeah,
She's
that's
in
what
the-
I'm
Not
Isn't
hot,
she in
not
that
hot.
movie
They had
where she
the-
plays
Not
the devil,
hot.
They had the
Plays
pig
the
from
devil in
Toy
the movie.
Story.
I think so.
No, that's
Roseanne?
Austin Powers' girl in
too?
Dazzle.
No, she just is the devil.
That's yeah.
Hey, we're rebooting Roseanne. Not anymore, really.
Right.
Roseanne's dead now.
About
That's
that.
literally what the show is.
Yeah.
They do a fake out at the end of Roseanne. Dan Dot is dead, and it's all like the last season is an entire like story that Roseanne's writing.
Yeah.
And then in the reboot of Roseanne, Dan's alive, and that just wasn't true for some reason. And then the second season, when she got canceled, suddenly Roseanne was dead.
It's like straight up, why do you need to have crazy convoluted endings? Your show for 99% has been, oh, it's just a good family show.
Yeah.
And then they're like, but he was dead. It's great.
It's just Roseanne.
Well, at the
Or
end
it was
of
all a
the
dream.
Well, it was at the end of the previous season before that, he had a heart attack. And then the last season was all these like crazy, like,
They win the lottery, I think.
yes, they win the lottery and crazy stuff happens and they go wild. And then Roseanne's like, but this is something I'm typing on my computer. Dan's dead. The end. That's literally what happened.
If I
This
was
is fascinating.
If I was a diehard Roseanne fan when I must have been like, what, 4?
And
I would have
you
flipped
were.
the table. I would have flipped my Easy Bake Oven.
I watched it all.
I would
in
have put my head
syndication.
in my Easy Bake Oven.
Something about that show when I was a
Sylvia
kid.
Plath
made me
yourself.
crazy.
Sylvia Plath
We're doing
Jr.
it Plath style, baby.
Tyler's fake killing himself in his playset again.
He's like, that lamp's really hot.
You're just putting your face up on like
Right.
this, still going.
Right. Please, sweet
what's
embrace of death.
But here on Hair the Dogcast, what do?
We drink beer
The
and shoot the shit.
we drink the real live beers. which
real
you
live
used to
beer.
say.
Oh yeah, we drink the
live
real live
beers.
beer and the real live podcast. And Josh, what are you pouring right now?
I'm pouring one of your favorites, Tom. This is a sour
Yeah,
aged in whiskey barrels with pineapple and lactose for that extra little sweetness.
Can you give us the
creaminess.
actual name of it?
Nope.
nope.
Wait, what?
Hyper fast.
Hyper Fast Jellyfish from
Okay.
Martin House Brewing Company out
Bradley?
of Texas.
These have actually been satisfying sours, and I believe that everyone, at least on our side of the regulars, has actually been really appreciating this
Yeah.
brewery.
Anytime someone sends us literally
Thanks,
a
man.
box full of beer, we enjoy it.
This might be pretty good. You said
I
pineapple.
also, we're not like extremely picky.
This
said
is a
and
whopping
lactose.
10.5% or 2.
That's a big
And
boy
this is
beer.
from our buddy Rai Rai.
We're gonna be having a lot of big beers today, fellas.
From Texas?
125. Yeah, 4 of them.
All right.
It smells nice.
That's really damn good.
Oh yeah.
Ooh,
Get a little bit of the pineapple.
Yeah, that's
You know, when you go Imperial, or if it's just like a traditional sour, which usually if they are barrel aged, they tend to go the traditional route. It's hard to get fruit through like that good pucker,
sure.
but
It's
This is
puckery,
why you
though.
need to be back on the podcast and stop being allergic to cats.
Because we're trying to describe what beer is every episode, and
We're just like yummy, yummy.
it's like a yummy style.
I'm not gonna lie, it almost has a
like a
wine-like
yummy one?
flavor.
Yeah, it
This
really
one
does.
Really
Yeah,
tastes
it's
like
a
peanut
white-
butter.
Hey, I love peanut butter.
I do love peanut butter.
You brought a
beers.
peanut butter beer on that episode, and we loved
Yeah,
it.
that was so good.
And now I see it everywhere.
Oh yeah, it's popular
all
at
over
this
the place.
moment.
Which one?
It's dark. I don't remember. It was
Peanut
like a
butter-
beaver one.
It was a
Oh yeah, Belgian beaver.
yeah.
Belgian beaver
peanut butter milk stout. Man,
Yeah, that one's so
See,
good.
see, these guys are the
Good
professionals.
shit.
When I was in San Diego, that beer was like a new beer, and it kind of just got all around San Diego. It was like at the beer
Sure.
bars, arcade bars, and other places. But everywhere I went had it. And man, back then it was like drinking straight peanut butter. It's still very good.
It's a little
But-
lighter than other
Yes,
peanut butter beers.
But back then it was the peanut butter
Right.
bomb. It was so fucking good.
It's quite good.
I want to run something by you. Last night I got a text from Jimmy. Y'all remember Jimmy? probably
Jimmy?
from the wedding.
Yeah.
He texted me. I love cryptic text. He just says, "It's over, man." I'm like, whoa. Jimmy, what's up? And he says, "I found the best IPA. It's in Sacramento. It's called Unnatural Selection from Flatland Brewing." Do you have an opinion on that, Josh?
I've never heard of Flatland.
Okay.
There's a lot
You're
of
not a
breweries.
Flatlander.
But there's a lot of breweries in California, especially San Diego, which last I knew is the brewery city of the world.
Is that
Are you
how you
already
say
of the
it?
done?
country. Brewery.
Brewery. Library.
Brewery.
Library.
Yay.
Brewery.
Brewery.
Barbara.
Nicely done, Tom. I like the way you pronounce that.
You got it.
But yeah,
He's got the
I've
voice.
not been to Sacramento, but I will be making a Milwaukee Bucks West Coast trip. So maybe I'll keep that one in mind.
You play for the Bucks now?
They're signing me to a long-term deal. I
was gonna say
69-year deal.
You're like hobnobbing backstage at all the.
Are you going to do that?
It's,
Bucks
dude,
games.
it's crazy.
No, you have no idea. He was just hanging out with some former NBA star on Instagram.
Oh yeah, in real life. No, I was actually just waiting for my pass so I can go to the family room, which is this secret
breastfeed.
breastfeed my face with a mountain of
God.
chicken tenders.
I mean, look at
No.
those tits. He's got to feed so many.
It all is coming together now.
In case you didn't know, I got some man boobs, but
Those are-
pectoral style.
Those are not man boobs. I have man boobs. You will go to the gym. Okay, there's a difference.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
proud to say I no longer have man boobs.
So the family
Good for
room
you,
is really
Dylan. Yes,
cool.
boy dudes.
Nobody knows about the family room because nobody gets to go there,
Chubby
but people that
plumpers.
are related to people that are on the team. So
Okay,
I'm
yeah.
like Giannis's girlfriend and kids were right next to me while I'm scarfing steak tacos, which were actually like ribeye cut steak tacos or some shit.
Did you say hi to the kids?
Yeah, yeah.
Do you say I'm Uncle Josh?
I am Uncle Josh. Actually, that name goes back to when I was in my younger 20s and I used to go to Brooklyn all the time, but that's another story for another day.
Nah, go for it.
Nope, I'm done with that.
How old are they? Did you have to look up at them? I imagine they're probably.
Yeah, they're like about 1, 2-ish.
They could jump across the entire room in 2 steps.
Right.
Yeah. I had to look. They're about 7'3". No,
Nice.
standing next to Giannis, he's 6'11". It feels like he's 7'5".
Sure.
You saw that picture of me with Bobby Portis.
Yeah.
He's 6'9", and he just towers over me.
That's
Yeah.
I saw
Yep.
Mamu at the Apple Store like 2
Oh, yeah.
months ago,
Yep.
and I was like, "You are." I
He's
thought
like
he was a
6'10",
Bucks player.
6'11".
Yeah, but he was leaned over looking at a
Super nice
laptop.
dude.
I saw his shoes, and I was like, "That might be a Bucks player. Those are really nice Nikes." And then he stood up, and I'm like, "Yep,
Yep.
that's him. That checks out."
Might have been the Giannis gifts that went around.
They could have been.
I talked with Ricky Rubio about American Wedding before at a movie theater.
How tall is he in real life?
He I don't know. He had,
6'1", too?
He had like a broken ankle at the time, so I think he was a little shorter than
I was a
normal.
fan of Rubio coming into the league, and then
He said,
really.
he said, that Stiefler's so funny.
His beer kind of tastes like honey.
I toured Giannis around Punch Bowl Social once.
That's
Yeah?
right. I remember you saying that. Yeah.
He's like this tall, right?
And he got into a
pretty tall.
fight, and then you had to kick him out.
you kicked Giannis out.
I said, when you cry at the bar, you gotta go.
He's like that. Anyways,
He's emotional.
So thanks, Ryan.
thanks,
Great
Ryan,
beer.
for these beers. We have more to come. And I mean, splitting these between 5 people is like, if you do the math, like 2.369 ounces, 420.com. Well, let's keep it going, guys.
Copyright.
Of course.
So we haven't seen Tom and Josh. We don't see
Hi.
you as often. We never see Tom.
Never.
Tom doesn't even go to the Discord ever
He's
anymore.
been playing in a national touring band.
Yeah.
Yep.
National now?
Well, at least some of Wisconsin.
What? No, it's just
Worldwide.
Yeah, just playing music.
Universe
lately.
wide.
Yeah.
The aliens abduct you and force you to play on their planets.
Yes.
It's like when Jesse and the Rippers is huge in Japan in the episode of Full House. They're like, we're number 1 in Japan, I
right.
guess.
Zack Attack.
Like Deep
Saved by the
Purple.
Bell. Yeah. No, I miss you guys, and it's nice that you asked me to be on this one.
You don't have to lie to us, but mostly how you been.
And this is the first podcast since I moved to my new place that is being recorded in the new place, or new old place, I should say.
It's a very cool place. It's really come together. You need more art on the wall, though.
I know. I still haven't hung fucking anything on the wall since I've been here, and I've been
I'll
here
give you
like
some.
I did bring posters that have your names on it. I have one that says Josh and one that says Tom. I don't know if you got your posters from before. One's a Raw
mean
Dogs
from like a
poster.
year
one's
ago?
a Hair of the Yeah, I'm sorry. They were just like, I found them the other day and I said, I should give them to those guys.
shit.
Oh, man.
Interesting.
You know, I've been thinking about those posters every day.
Yeah.
Well, I know that I talked to Alex. We're going to put it up right at the front of Drafty Cellar.
We should.
We're going to put it over the name. It's just going to say, Hair of the Dogcast.
Yeah, it's
Hair
true.
of the Dogcast Cellular.
So what do we got here?
Yeah.
We have another beer from Martin House Brewing Company out of Fort Worth, Texas. This is called Delilah, and it's got this 8-bit dame on the side.
I like it.
can art.
Yes.
She is beautiful. I
like
can't
a-
focus on this.
It's like a role-playing game menu.
But it's a
Yikers.
cran raspberry sour.
That used to do it for some people.
What?
8-bit art?
Still does.
She looks
Yeah.
thick.
yeah. Can you
She's
sing the
close to
Hey There
16.
Delilah song as we drink this, Josh?
Hey there, Delilah. Do-do-do-do.
Bravissimo.
I think overall my favorite live performance of the year was seeing a 10-second Instagram clip of you guys doing the Beastie Boys.
Yeah, we did that. That was fun.
That's right. Yeah, we fucking killed it, man.
The Beersty Boys.
The Beersty Boys.
Yeah, it looked dope. You guys looked like you knew what you were doing. And I don't want to say I was surprised.
We are
but
professional Beersty Boys cover band.
Ooh,
Yep.
Okay.
we do one song.
We play Summerfest. We play
We got some
backyard
inquiries.
parties, weddings.
Could we have Josh on stage at a big spoon show at Summerfest, and you could do the Beersty Boys there?
We probably could. I got contacted by a couple of people who were like, "Hey, do you guys actually do a Beastie Boy tribute? Because that was good."
And
So
also,
we're
can
gonna
you
we
get
could
here-
take it on the road.
We should take here the Dogcast at Summerfest and be on a stage.
Yeah.
On the big stage. Like,
Hey, you guys like games? Watch me get drunk.
Here's another beer.
Miley Cyrus would love us to open for.
Hell yeah. That was a good night. It was fun.
It was fun.
Good times.
We're busy as shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good. But
You're always busy.
I just been kind of working and concentrating on doing some music stuff. But like I said, I still miss you guys, and it's nice meeting Tyler finally.
Hi, Tyler.
You've got your middle-aged man goatee now. I've noticed.
Yeah. So I was telling Brad, I would.
He's in season 4 of Breaking Bad is what's going on.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, you would be shaving my head.
Okay.
I had a full beard, and I was going to. I went to go shave it, and I started in on the the side of it, and I ran my my hand across my lips or something at the time, and then I realized, oh, I have like a big ass fucking cold sore underneath my my beard, on my lip, and I'm just like, fuck.
Who gave that to you?
No comment. My mom, 40 years ago.
Your mom made out with you?
She did. Yeah.
Josh, what have you been up to this year?
So
Natalie bread.
Very good, very good. Tyler, just kidding, Josh. Besides going to $1 billion games and running one of the greatest craft beer bars in the state, possibly the country, I'm not qualified to talk about Alabama, but I imagine you're up there.
We don't talk about Alabama. Yeah.
I don't know anyone that really does.
that's not.
Yeah. Well, there's that whole thing going on over there that,
Incest?
we try to stay clear. They'll come for you. Anyways, yeah. Things are good, Brad.
You play games this year at all?
I played more this year probably than last year, but it doesn't
Played
mean
a game?
that doesn't mean I played a lot.
He thought more this year than last year.
So here's my thing. I work too many hours, and sometimes the next day I'm just fried and in recovery mode. And say I get all my errands done, and all right, I was planning to pop this game on earlier in the day. Well, it's 8 p.m. And this happens all the time. And if my brain's not in game mode, I'm just tired.
Yeah.
I'm just tired. And I'm going to pass out while playing.
Yeah.
So I've been usually falling back on movies, catching up on a lot. Since Halloween.
Passive entertainment.
Since Halloween, I've been last year, I binged a ton of old school horror films that have been on my list for years and did more the same this year. And I keep finding fucking masterpieces, and it's great.
Now save some of that talk for our Game of the Year list.
You mean our Halloween
Favorite
extravaganza next
old
year?
obscure horror movies list.
Yes.
Right?
My favorite
I guess,
category of the year, guys.
it's
That
fine.
was- yeah.
I mean, I played a
Tight.
few games. I don't know.
So is this the year of the Josh?
What is that supposed
That's
to
every
mean?
year.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure.
It's been
Dude,
a good
he's
year,
living
though.
his best life. He's
Oh,
doing
it's
fine.
been a thing. I've watched some movies. I've played some games. Not all new.
Have you watched Laura play games?
I have done that. And let me say, Ragnarok looks pretty okay.
Pretty okay.
Ready? Yeah.
It's okay. No, it looks fucking amazing.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
Because you're talking to big fan right over here,
And
Tyler.
Super
and
fan
I'm
number one.
I
Yeah.
recently finally jumped back into the God of War 2018?
2003.
Yeah, right.
Right.
I think I still like the God of War 3 original God of War style better, but this is more clunky dunky style fighting. I feel like I haven't got
Which one do you think is the clunky donkey?
The newer one.
The newer one?
Yeah.
the old
He
one's
likes
just
the old style.
the old one's just almost arcade-esque God of
Yeah.
War compared to the current. Not saying this is bad, but I feel like I haven't gotten
Stylish action.
I feel like I haven't gotten the combat down. Usually I just dominate and whoop that ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I could not play a more difficult level than the standard.
Same here.
And the old God of War, I was playing the difficult level.
I finished Ragnarok few days ago, and I really liked it, like overall. But
Don't spoil your outcomes here.
No, I'm sorry, but yeah, the combat,
It was hard, right?
it never really I never really clicked. I mean,
Yeah.
I got close to a couple
love
times where I'm like,
playing
okay,
it.
I'm really getting to the flow of this combat now. I get it, but there was just something about it that just didn't quite flow as well as like the old.
And the old had their puzzles too, but I feel like, I don't have to look around as much. And I fucking hate when you get paused for 20 minutes trying to figure out a simple puzzle just because you didn't look a little left. Fuck that.
Well,
I don't have
it doesn't
20
matter in Ragnarok because
I don't
they
have
will
20
tell you
minutes
the
to
answer
spare.
your
Within
party companions
20 seconds.
before you even get to look at
So
all
it's
the elements
probably
of the
a
puzzle.
fucking masterpiece then. 'Cause I don't care. I don't
Yeah.
have time to play puzzle games.
You're not even in the room yet, and they're like, you
Yeah.
should pull that lever.
Yeah, maybe
And
you
you're
should
like,
go a
what
little
the
more
fuck?
left on this one.
I'm all about that.
Boy, I was thinking about it. Give me a moment.
Fucking
Seriously,
boy.
yeah. If I had to have like one major complaint of that
That's
game,
my big complaint.
that would be.
I wonder if you could you turn that shit off?
People have
Not
talked
yet.
about it on the subreddit. I think maybe they might do something because
They
it's
might
been a
patch
big
that in.
concern.
I've
Yeah.
heard some people say like, "Oh, here's a puzzle room. Gonna now like turn off subtitles and dialogue, like turn that down to 0, just so you can just hear the music and not be bothered."
I mean, it's just it's egregiously bad.
You gotta. I mean, I understand 5 minutes, 10 minutes, maybe.
I think
But if they're gonna like before you get in,
Yeah.
hey, here's the solution.
Like you don't even know there's a puzzle yet, and then there's
Well, that's
the
the
fucking
prob-
talking heads telling you like,
So
hey.
with these cinematic games, a lot of what happens is that they don't trust the player to they're so worried about you having a good time. They don't actually let you play the video game hidden behind it. And it's like that with like Uncharted or whatever. When's the last time an Uncharted puzzle like really stumped you?
Right.
It's these cinematic things that like The Last of Us, sometimes they have puzzles, but then it'll just be like they'll be like, actually not really.
Well, it's
Here it
really
is.
frustrating too because in both the 2018 and Ragnarok, a big mechanic is looking around the area and looting. So my head is constantly on a swivel looking for
I
like
know.
hidden paths so I can go, collect all the collectibles. So I will be looking around anyway.
Yeah.
You don't
Yeah.
have to tell me in 2 seconds how to fix the puzzle. I will find it.
yeah,
Yeah, and I usually find it, but there's those few times where it's like, fuck, I've wasted 20 minutes, not 30 minutes, but I'm like, I just want to keep moving.
I got 2 hours of gaming today. I want a game.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't want to spend a quarter of that doing nothing, basically.
Yeah.
Although it's beautiful to look around and stuff, but you're still, time is precious.
Well, you probably played like Shredder's Revenge.
I did not. I never
haven't-
heard of it.
Okay. You had me there for
Liar.
1 second, Josh.
Liar.
I was like, I knew you'd heard of it, but I imagined you took a week off from work to beat it 10
Nah,
times.
I played it a bunch. It's fun.
Tyler, you had a pretty big year this year.
Yeah, I did have a pretty big year. I got a new job.
yes,
Career change.
Yeah, for the better. I'm at a different brewery, and I'm not in the dungeon anymore. I'm not in the kitchen, so I'm up front. They allow me to talk to people, which was a risk on their part, but
Right on.
it's paying off well. Then
Which one are you at now?
Ope.
Oh, you're at Ope. Okay.
Yeah, Ope Brewing Co. in West Allis. And then
I
they
love
had
that
me doing
place.
sales and delivery too. So they're like, you talk to people so good when they're drunk. We're going to allow you to go talk to sober people who don't want to talk to you at their jobs.
Nice.
So you can just
Instead of
cold
people
call.
that have to give you money, it's people that don't want to give you
Yeah.
money. It's a much different dynamic.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think the biggest thing, I mean, the podcast helps too, but when you work in a kitchen, you talk to the same 5 dudes every day. And you don't realize how poorly you communicate with strangers when you are in a small little bubble. And now being behind the bar.
Fire.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just overcooked now.
Yeah.
People point out that I swear a lot. I'm like, yeah, that's true.
I got to work on that, Tyler.
Well,
it's fine now while you're young, but when you get to be our age, people judge you.
Your
Fuck 'em.
your potty mouth.
Just a little bit. But yeah, no, it's been a good year.
Good man.
Think
Good
about the
year.
children, Tyler.
Dylan, you've had a pretty good year.
Yeah. I got married.
You got married.
Yeah.
I got married. After 2 months of dating, I think.
Here I am thinking I went fast.
Man,
I
that's
know.
yeah.
When
What
it
took you so
works, it
long?
works. And when you know something, you know something. And yeah, it all fell into place. I'm extremely happy. It's the best relationship I've had in my entire life, goes without saying, because I was against marriage before this. So if that's saying anything, then, that's how that goes. Otherwise,
You're in one of the best shapes of your life too.
oh, yeah.
I was looking at the pictures from my wedding, and I was like, "Dang, Dylan looks pretty good."
Yeah, it turned out all right.
cut,
doesn't he?
People kept fucking talking, and I'm like, I don't believe you.
Oh, but go on.
Yes.
Keep
Dylan, you look so
more.
dapper.
Tell me
Oh,
more.
please, come on. No, I'm blushing. Yeah, I mean, I've had a pretty great year. I think last year was. I think you can hear it on the podcast. I think I was definitely not doing well in a lot of ways, but I changed a lot of shit around, and I'm pretty happy with it. Yeah, 22 has been pretty good.
Good.
What's that Who song? I think 21 is gonna be
Pinball
a year.
Wizard.
No, from
Join together.
Tommy. 21 is a good year.
You're thinking
In the
Bob
song.
O'Reilly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the Rolling Stones.
Out
Pinball
here in
Wizard.
the-
Right.
in the
Yeah,
fields.
yeah.
You
Yeah,
fought
yeah.
for those meals.
Who am I? That's what I wondered that year.
I did a career change.
Brad,
I-
you had an interesting year.
Yeah, kind of interesting.
Yeah, what about it?
career change. I'm now an electrician, and I got married.
Yes.
I heard you just wanted to copy Dylan over
And the
here.
sparks flew.
Yeah. Dylan had to beat me to the
Ding,
punch.
ding, ding.
He got the save the date, and he's like, "Jordan, let's get married now."
Well, I got appendicitis, and I realized how
And I didn't
in
have
love I was.
benefits.
No, I have great benefits. I got appendicitis, and it really like solidified my whole shit. But keep going, Brad.
That's it. I played a lot of games. I had a good year. I play less games with the career change because when you actually work 5 days a week on
Yeah.
a regular schedule, yeah,
I suppose like planning weddings too probably takes up some time.
Wedding planning, yeah.
Wedding planning was intense. Dylan knows all
Great
about
movie.
Yeah, I got married in a courthouse.
it. Yeah,
I don't know. What do
Pull
you
up
do? You
the
call
GPS.
You
You had to find a
schedule
day
it?
that you were both off. Like
you
that's
have to
the-
get
That was actually
150
easy.
people's physical addresses and send them two different things at specific times. Just that alone sucks.
No,
It's like,
thank you.
I don't want to get anyone's address.
Phone books don't exist anymore.
No, I'm just looking up the yellow page. I'm like, what's Josh's last name?
Is it Josh?
Is it Dogcast?
Josh?
Is it tried Josh?
Knew it.
Some Josh showed up at the wedding. Didn't even know the guy.
Turned out great.
He was excited though. He was
It
very
was cool.
Didn't know many people.
Weird surfer in Wisconsin, huh?
A
Yeah.
little mentally disabled, but you know.
But yeah.
Well, what has everyone been playing lately? That's something that you guys used to do on the Dogcast all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've played a lot of video games this year. I was actually reflecting back. Usually when I was on the podcast proper, I would actually write down the games I was playing and just keep a track, tally, a list. But I didn't do that this year, and I'm just like, if I don't break a list, I only know like the past 2 games that I ever have been playing. So
Well, you can actually just go and that's what I did with mine. I was like, what games did I play this year? You can just go into your achievements for the different
yeah.
consoles, and it's like, oh yeah, I played that and I played that.
that's smart. I'm not smart like you. But yeah, so this has been a year of playing really fucking meaty long games. So the latest game that I finished was God of War, and I thought it was pretty good. It is a very pretty game, and
18 or the new one?
the new one.
The newbie.
The new one. And yeah, I have to say, like, the story just really compelled me to, kind of mainline the thing. I thought it was very, very good performances. In
No time for side quests. You were too invested.
I did some side quests. I think I got 40 some hours out of it. So it was a good chunk of change, but I have to say,
Wow, Tom, that's actually a bit of dedication. Usually you take a lot longer.
Well, I mean, there's still stuff to do. It's got a really robust or semi-robust like post game content.
Interesting.
So like even
Lots
after the
of
story's
side
over,
quests.
there's new things to do, and it's kind
I
of
love
like
that.
go visit, your friends, see how they're doing.
Does someone want to buy me a PS5? Anyone?
Any takers?
I offered to sell you one. You just didn't want to.
Yeah,
buy
I think
you didn't want to buy Wreckfest and Ratchet and Clank and an extra controller,
I didn't want the Wreckfest.
just because it was already free on PS Plus.
Yeah, just because.
Right. So yeah, that's what I had been playing, and I just couldn't let the Norse motif go. So I'm actually back playing Assassin's Creed
Valhalla.
just because they came out with I found out they came out with like the final piece of like story content that actually like wraps up the fucking game 2 years later. So
that's
I'm like,
good.
That's messed up.
so I'm like, I guess I gotta go play that. But I mean, if you're an Assassin's Creed fan and you bought this fucker in like 2020 and got the season pass, you got a lot of mileage out of this game because they just kept on coming out with shit.
Well, it's a massive game too, right?
and it's a massive game on its own.
Yeah.
What's
So-
your favorite Assassin's Creed game?
Oh boy,
While you think about that, Josh, what are we drinking here?
yeah.
Brad, we're on to a new beer. I will say that Delilah we just had was exquisite. I love a raspberry sour.
Okay, what is
This one smells really good. It's the Castaway from Martin House.
Martin House.
Painkiller, rum barrel aged imperial fruited sour with coconut, orange, pineapple puree.
The orange is really nice.
Aged 6 months in rum barrels. Thank you, Ryan.
Hello, coconut.
Damn.
Wow, this girl in the can looks like she's from Far Cry Blood Dragon.
She does.
A little bit.
Yeah, a little bit of cyberpunk in there too.
Cyberpunk, a little maybe GTA.
You know, the older I get, the
scheme.
more I like coconut.
Really?
I've been getting coconut sodas, and I've been really appreciating it.
I like coconut.
I don't like coconut.
I've
love coconut
I've
now.
got
Not a
an
fan.
obsession with pineapple lately, more so than I used to.
I want to
Yeah.
crack
I love
one open
pineapple.
and just
I could
drink
put
the
pineapple
milk.
in any crevice in my mouth or whatever. Eat it.
Shit.
Let's talk later about this.
That's fantastic. Yeah.
So, favorite
I like
Assassin's
this.
Creed game?
Favorite protagonist is
That's not what I asked.
Favorite game.
game.
You could do it more if you want, but I'm just.
This can
It sounds like
all-
Favorite protagonist is Cassandra from Odyssey. Not my favorite game. I really liked Origins.
Yeah.
Like as a game, I didn't like Bayek so much, but
The location was great.
that new when the location, the world map and the new direction, I really enjoyed that fucking game a lot. Played the shit out of it.
Getting different weapons and like kind of loot drops.
Yeah, and climbing fucking pyramids. It's nice. You
Yeah.
know? They actually had things that you could like climb on.
Yeah, I like that game quite a bit too. I haven't played Odyssey or Valhalla yet, but
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. You know what you're getting
I have to
into.
play them in order though, so.
I mean, to keep the story going, you have to.
I am so into the lore of Assassin's Creed.
Lord.
You are
That's
the
insane.
one person.
Yeah.
I
I don't think we've seen the last of Desmond. I don't know, actually.
probably not.
I can confirm. You have not.
Oh, no.
I can't play Ubisoft games anymore. They bore the turd out of me.
Yeah.
Like I will literally relax
They're all
my
the same
butthole
game
out
and
of
you
boredom,
distill it down.
and then it'll all just slip
Evacuate
out.
your bowels.
Yeah, right into my pants.
Oh, baby.
And then I go, ooh, Dilly made doody.
Josh, what have you been playing lately?
Hi, Brad.
Hi.
What is a game you've played?
Actually, I did pick up the new Ghostbusters Spirits Unleashed. It's easy pick up and play. 4-on-1. Busters against a ghost.
Have you been playing with
Creative
other people?
I like that
Yeah.
you'll immediately make time when Ghostbusters or Turtles have the game. You're like, oh, yeah, I'm going to play that one right away.
Well, think about it, Brad.
But also, there are
the
other-
man makes
It's
exceptions.
an online game only, so
Interesting.
yeah. So yeah,
So do you get to make a character that looks just like you?
yeah, a bald white guy. Really creative.
Literally,
Don't sell yourself.
that's just set all the settings to 0.
You're buffed too.
Pretty much. It took nothing to create me.
Hair,
but,
no.
But it is
Pigment,
cool. You
no.
can play as the ghost, and
Multiple
Slimer?
ghosts?
yes,
Is it just-
different ghosts? There's actually some created ghosts that are new to the game, but they're actually really well done.
Do they have the 2016 Ghostbusters available in there?
It's mainly revolved around that, as everything should be.
Okay, good. Because I heard that there were prequels to that movie, but
Like a lot underground,
yeah,
straight to.
they're all
They're
canceled.
never like officially released.
They're all canceled now.
Yeah.
Bill Murray, anyways.
Who?
Bill Murray has been canceled.
Oh,
Except he's in the new Ant-Man, but
He got canceled.
he has some bad allegations allegedly. But
Not allegedly. I've been right
he's
this
an
entire
80-year-old
time.
man.
You just live long enough to become the villain.
No, he's been an asshole his entire life, and he was kowtowed. Kowtowed?
Yeah, that's a good word. I was just thinking, wow, Dylan said a good word. And
Kowtow.
then you were like, is that a word?
Yeah.
He's the reason
my
Ghostbusters
vocabulary
3
is like
never
a pistol.
happened.
You just have to fire it. Yeah, I mean, like, so the game plays well. It's kind of like a 3-on-1?
4-on-1.
4-on-1. Okay. And is it actually entertaining?
It's fun. It's simple, mindless. Pick up and play. Obviously, your skill level gets better. You gain, your XP or whatever you want to call it.
Sure.
The more you play, and you can collect spores, mold, and fungus during. It's more
Are the
to
actual
that.
Ghostbusters like represented in the game?
Ernie Hudson, Dan Aykroyd,
Kristen Wiig.
yeah,
Melissa McCarthy,
Melissa McCanty.
Leslie Jones, Melissa McCanty,
Connie Chung.
Chris Hemsworth.
Yep.
He's my favorite Ghostbuster.
He's the best.
As Slimer.
So good. Yeah.
He should.
They have the kid from Stranger Things now. He's DLC.
Oh, yeah.
Might as well.
Finn Wolfhard.
Yeah, that was pretty stupid. They put him in the new one, but whatever.
Seems redundant. Bit of a hat on a hat in his career.
I thought
Right.
I watched some of the new Ghostbusters movie. I thought it was fine.
Oh, it's good. It's
Yeah.
not great.
It's
I
better
don't-
than
I just-
2016.
I just don't like nostalgia baiting, pandering, and
There is that in it.
Where have you been the
I
last
hope-
10 years? That's all what's been
I hope-
happening.
Yeah.
I know.
It
I
has-
haven't liked movies.
Have you
It has
seen it
potential
at all,
to
or
open the
I've
next
seen-
movie
right.
to be something new and original, though. So, and it's going to be in New York, which
Yeah.
gives it that vibe and feel,
Sure.
as opposed to
this
in
town.
the country, in the middle of nowhere.
Well, ghosts
But-
exist everywhere, is all I'm saying.
It's true.
Not my house. Only
Ghostbusters
demons.
go to Ethiopia. That sounds like an interesting sequel, maybe.
They already
Only
made
click
that.
and whir, and they're talking like. Is that racist?
No, I just think it was probably a poor
If you gotta
pronunciation.
ask.
Yeah, that's a good indication.
Yeah. You have to ask. Yes.
Oh, whoops.
I mean, that's a
like,
difficult sound to
shit.
make.
Yeah, I know. I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm impressed.
You literally just did it.
I
But you couldn't
played.
do it again.
Did you know there's a new Burger Time game on the Switch?
No.
It's called Burger Time Party.
Is it multiplayer?
I think so.
It better
looks
be if
fun.
it's called
yeah,
Party.
It's got to be.
It's like Mario Party, but it's single player.
I would rather just have
Maybe
a burger
better.
party.
Yeah.
You sure?
Burger Time is an okay game.
It's
Well,
not bad.
Who knows?
Peter Pepper.
Oh, dude.
That one's
Burger
okay.
Time's fun.
As far as
Yeah.
video games based on
I
making
prefer, like,
burgers,
Tapper,
it's
if
one
we're
of the
gonna go
better
that
ones.
route.
It's up
I'd
there.
take Burger Time over Tapper. I love the theme of Tapper. I don't think it's as easy pick up and play smooth.
I do
play.
like the controls for Tapper though. That like
It's a little clunky though.
it is clunky.
When you think that you have it poured all the way and it looks poured, it's not poured, and then you waste that extra second. You swing it to the left, and you throw that beer down.
You know what's not true though? In Tapper, when you break a glass, you lose a life. I've seen you just throw glasses at the wall, all like through an entire shift, Josh.
I throw glasses at people when they get out of hand.
Yeah. And-
Sometimes when they don't.
I had to throw an asshole out of Drafty this weekend.
Yeah. What
I
would Tom
haven't-
do?
I haven't had to do that in like a couple of years.
Yeah, you
I'm
seem
sorry.
to create a chill environment.
Yeah, it's cool at Drafty. We never had problems. We never had a fight. But I almost thought this dumbass was going to swing at me. But I grabbed him and physically pulled him out. He gives you the old, fuck you, man. And give me a bunch of those. It's like, dude, get the fuck out of here.
Was it a local?
Yeah.
I imagine
I
it's-
kind of know him.
Yeah.
But
He
now
was
he's
just-
not allowed back, huh?
He stumped. Yeah, never allowed back when you fuck up.
Could be some trash spilling over from Beaver Dam.
Yeah, probably.
Probably some BD trash.
Big,
I'm from
big
Beaver
shout
Dam.
out to our
I
Beaver
knew a
Dam
bunch
listeners,
of
though.
I'm
no.
from
I
there.
actually
I
knew a
can
lot
say
of
whatever I want.
BD trash.
Oh, we had a nice.
I am BD trash.
couple,
BD trash.
Hell
I
yeah,
had a couple
dude.
Beaver Dammers in on Sunday. They're kind and exquisite.
And you immediately kicked them out. They're going to smell it on you.
We don't want no golden beavers in here.
I did kick them out, but I did it very politely because they were polite to me too. It was this whole weird thing.
Tyler, have you been playing anything other than God of War Ragnarok?
Yeah, I beat that Within like the first 3 days, I really kind of just went hard in the paint
Mainline.
with it.
That's pretty good because that's a
like 3 or 4 days.
Yeah, that's a long story.
Fuck.
Yeah, I dedicated. I had planned around it. I knew I wasn't doing anything that week.
Okay.
So
For you.
beat that, and then I did the exact same thing. I downloaded Assassin's Creed Valhalla and was
Oh,
like,
really?
I need more Nordic mythology in my life. So I'm a good ways into that.
Okay.
And-
Like you just started it, or you
No.
started from the beginning?
Yeah, I started from the beginning,
Okay.
but I'm making some progress in it. It's a good game.
You have 8 more months to go.
Yeah, it frustrates the shit out of me because it's like it's really good when it's good, and then there's just all these little different issues and gripes I have. Like there's so much potential with the game, and they still squandered it a little bit. But Brad showed me Overcooked, and I've been playing a lot of Overcooked.
I'm surprised
You
as somebody
were
who used to be
in a kitchen.
used to work in a kitchen, and you're a major gamer, and the fact that you didn't know about it blew my mind. But
That
maybe
stresses me out.
But maybe people from kitchens don't want to play that game when they're working in a kitchen.
Yeah.
although they're the
No.
best equipped to. I remember
maybe you
showing Nate
miss
that.
it.
I remember showing Nate that game, and he said, "Oh no."
I played it with my brother the last few nights. We've almost beaten it. We got 3 stars
Okay.
on every level so
Wow.
far. But me and him worked in a kitchen together for like a year, and we don't have
That
to.
does not apply.
It applies.
It,
we don't.
no, it does.
It does apply.
Me
It's
and him
100%
do not
applies.
have to talk sometimes. It is
Sure.
the craziest like sibling like what's the word I'm looking for? The
Telepathic. Yeah.
yeah
Kowtow.
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 We have a kowtow. I don't know what that
KT.
word means.
Yeah.
It means to bow down.
Oh,
Means to
So
cow
was I
a
right
cow.
in using that?
Yeah, you were. I was very impressed until you second guessed yourself.
Listen, like I said, like they're all bullets in a chamber, and sometimes it's like
It's Russian roulette of clever in there.
You spin the barrel.
When you get fit, it just opens up a
One out of
whole
6
new
times.
vocabulary.
1 out of 6 times, Dylan is really clever.
top 6 times Dylan was clever on Hair of the Dogcast. I hope we have videos.
Welcome to episode 126 of Here the Dogcast.
If our fans are that dedicated, I'd be real honored.
yeah.
No, but yeah. So as another person who cooked for a long time, that game stresses me the fuck out.
Well, now that I'm removed from cooking and I know I don't have to do it again,
Are you sure?
I mean, I'm not going back. But I sound like one of those.
going back, man.
I'm not going back to that ex. I won't do it.
No. Okay.
Then you realize you like,
Fair enough.
You left your CDs in their truck, and then you're like, "Fuck, I gotta go back and get those CDs now."
That works.
No, I liked it, especially playing with like another person. Playing solo is a little rough because you have
It
to
is
control both
very
the
rough.
cooks, and that's a little stressful. But having somebody else,
The way that
to-
they adjust it for single player is nice, though, where you set one character up to do something, and it takes longer to do that task, so you can. It makes multi-managing a little easier.
yeah.
I don't know. It's just like God mode, where you're the manager, you just yell at people.
Well,
Yeah.
now I just yell at my brother when we fail a mission because then I can just blame him.
My buddy
Nice.
Eric came over and played with me, and I think I was a little hard on him sometimes. He's like, "I'm trying, Brad." I'm like, "Well,
better.
you fell off the fucking iceberg, okay? Like, what are we gonna do here?"
Yeah.
I'm holding the fryer.
It's a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I play Elden Ring like 1 or 2 days a week. Usually Sunday, Monday after an Elden Dogs. I'm like, I got to get back in there.
Yeah.
But I'm still dabbling
Nice.
in Elden Ring.
Yeah. Got it.
Dylan, do you play video games?
Yeah, I play Pokemon.
Got to catch them all.
I have most of the Pokedex.
Already caught them all.
I literally can't because there's some version exclusives and I only got Violet.
Do you have a Game Shark? Because I heard you could hack your Game Boy.
You know, I never even thought of that.
Yeah.
Maybe I should buy one.
Don't ever catch missing, no, unless you'll fry your game.
Well, you can fry the game, but there's actually a way to kind of reverse that glitch. Whatever. I don't want to get
Pokemon
into
was
it.
in the news today. I saw it is the
yeah, who
lowest.
died.
It is the lowest ranked main Pokemon game on Metacritic of all time.
I
Is it
un-
because of the performance issues?
It's performance issues. It's not the game itself. It's literally something that's going to get patched.
Performance issues something that happens to men on the radio.
Or if you drink too much. But no, I was worried when I decided I was going to pre-order this game and have it shipped by Amazon, and I was kind of reading reviews, and I'm like, am I just too old for this shit? Like, am I just done? Is it over for me with Pokemon? Is the love affair over?
oh, man.
It's been since I was
Really existential.
7 years old since I've been playing these games religiously. And I got the game, it came in, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to go in this fresh. I'm not like I read some of the reviews and I said, I'm just going to give this a fair shot, and I'm not going to have like any down like opinions based on all this stuff. I popped it in, turned it on, started playing the game, and wouldn't you know it, it's the best Pokemon they've probably made in 10 years. And the performance issues are something I am super forgiving of. I think these things can be fixed over time. Like they've shown it with like even like Assassin's Creed Unity, or they've fixed Cyberpunk eventually because now people are just obsessed with it. I think this is going to be a situation where people really turn their opinions around on this game. The metagame is really interesting with terrestrialization. I'm not even gonna start.
You had one good fucking vocabulary word. You're not gonna
no, terrestrialization is something they made up for the game.
Yeah,
and it's fun. Now I'm training teams for online battles, just getting it done.
So you're like John Candy in that one bobsledding movie.
Cool Runnings.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I actually really love this game, and I found the story to actually be a little compelling, even though you're still a child.
Do you have to catch Pokemon?
Yes, you do. You don't have to.
Who's the bad guy?
The bad guy is actually time itself.
What?
wow.
As it turns out.
I can't understand this.
So the final
It's the
boss from Final Fantasy
Well,
IX?
technically, the bad guy is the folly of man.
What would you say is the coolest new Pokemon introduced in the game?
Oh, Jesus. I'm going to have to go...
Wrong. Wiglet.
That's the
not
one that looks like
Wiglet.
3 dicks coming out of the ground, right?
That's Wig Trio.
Oh.
That's Wug Trio, let's be
Wug Trio.
clear.
Okay, sorry.
Can you show Tom Wug Trio?
I'll look it up. Yeah, but you can keep talking.
Remember when we left the podcast?
I'm hyper like design wise. There's graphite.
This is why Dylan likes Wug Trio, because of the design.
Did they just quit?
It's 3 hot dogs coming out of a boulder.
Yeah, did their fucking like design team just be like, yeah, fuck, we're just gonna
No,
shit this out?
They're like, they're gonna buy it.
When do they do creative Pokemon? Like,
No, they'll never do that.
oh really?
They've got to have stats. You know what I
That's-
mean?
You can't earn them.
That's weird, man. Like,
Well, you think that's weird. Take a look. A Wiglet just showed up as a bunch of ladies' wigs.
That's
even-
the first option. That is actually quite funny.
And this is Wiglet. You can see there's brilliant design because it's kind of curved.
Oh.
It's kind of flaccid.
Well, it's like a
goose.
It's like a sandworm. It's a water
Let's
type.
make a
It rules.
periscope
I mean, it
with the
doesn't
clown
rule. It
nose.
sucks, but
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of nuance to that design, though.
Well, there are a lot of new ones. I'm particular to. There's actually officially now a 1,000th Pokemon.
Okay.
That
Its
has
name
to be
is
the coolest
Goldingo.
one.
Goldingo?
Right.
Goldingo.
It's just a tape.
Is it a dingo style
No.
Pokemon?
like
It's a
Django?
It's a ghost Pokemon made of stacks of coins.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, and he actually rides a surfboard. It's pretty cool.
that sounds pretty okay.
I don't really. This is like we'll have a Pokemon
Yeah.
podcast soonish.
Just like a used ashtray.
But there are other cool designs. Graph-ii. He's an II who uses graffiti, which is pretty cool. I don't know. Like,
Is it? Is it against the law?
That is illegal, bro.
well, he's a
Mark Echo.
he's a poison normal type. He kind of rules.
Is there a thing at the beginning of the game? Graffiti is a style of art,
Yeah.
but it's illegal. Does it say that like in Jet Set Radio? Because I feel like they should have a warning.
No, because it's not like explicit. He's not carrying around spray cans.
Right.
His fingers are
how
literally
he
just
reproduces.
drooping poison.
Okay.
I mean, it's poison and paint. I really don't understand how it works.
It's lead-based paint.
Oh, there you go.
yeah. There we go.
Absolutely.
No, I have
It's like
I have
edible
some,
crayons or something.
I have some favorite Pokemon, but I'm not going to drag this on with my Pokemon talk.
We're all on the edge of our seats, ready to run away.
Bax Caliber.
I made a joke with Tom that this cast is going to be the Pokemon cast.
Well, we have a new hard seltzer here. I think.
I owe you $20.
Yeah. I broke the rules. Brought a seltzer from Phase 3 Brewing.
What?
It's their Lowell's Crisp Apple. Here's the thing. It's just really fucking good.
Okay.
Whoa.
So you get Phase 3. Where can I buy Phase 3? Because it's hard to find
At
like,
the
Total
Drafty
Wine.
Cellar in Watertown, Wisconsin.
Yeah.
One of Phase 3's top places that sells shit from them.
What the fuck is the Drafty Cellar?
And are you paying us to promote this?
Drafty Cellular.
Drafty Cellular, dude. You should open up a phone store right next to the bar.
Yeah.
I've been using that one for
side
a few
hustle.
years now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
April Fool's T-shirts. I don't know.
Brad, what are you playing?
I have played a lot of Elden Ring, but the other day I decided I needed to take a break. So I played
You do, Brad.
a bunch of different games.
I played Elden Ring.
I've been worried about you.
I played Elden Ring 4th that day.
Okay.
First, I played Dark Souls Remastered. In earnest, I'm ready to start playing other Souls games. And I got almost all the way through Undeadburg to the boss there.
Taurus Demon.
The Taurus Demon. And,
It was really easy.
well, my first try was just scary. These new bosses, and plus I don't know the game.
just drops
it's a
out of the
slower
sky.
game.
I still don't know about this whole hollow humanity stuff.
Oh,
So-
it's not that complicated.
I haven't learned it yet. Sure. But I rather enjoyed it, and I was like, oh yeah, it's the game that I already know and love. It's Bloodborne, it's Elden Ring, which they are both just Dark Souls, I know. But it's amazing how similar From Software's games feel.
Yep.
Was something that I noticed.
Yeah.
And then I played Resident Evil 3 Remake for a couple hours, and I got to the point where Jill Valentine was surrounded by spiders, and I said, I just don't want this in my life right now.
Oh, not Spider Guy?
I don't
just
not
in
like
general, the
spiders. I just at that point the challenge of spiders didn't seem like something I wanted on my day off.
Okay.
But I was enjoying it overall quite a bit. The Tyrant looked good. I did not as scary as Mr. X, at least at first. Mr. X in Resident Evil 2
Nemesis.
remake.
Nemesis.
Nemesis.
Yeah.
But Mr. X was much scarier, I think, his presentation, because it was all mostly gameplay
he's got
instead
fun
of like, here's a closed hallway, just you're running away and you're safe.
It's a more linear experience than 3. I have it downloaded and on my Series X, and I have been meaning to play it because it's boosted for Series X.
Okay. Yeah.
And I thought for a minute, like, yeah, I'll play this. And I started playing through 2 because it was the scary season. I started playing it with my wife, and I was just like, oh, yeah, we'll play like a scary game. And we started playing it, and I'm like, this isn't scary.
No.
None of these games are scary.
Yeah. It just seems a little less focused than Resident Evil 2 as far as like the challenges too, just like a big open city. And
Yeah.
it didn't click as much. I thought it was fine.
Yeah.
And then I played a game that I had downloaded that I forgot I downloaded because Game Pass I'll sometimes just download everything and not
Yep.
look at it.
Oh, yeah.
And I played Guardians of the Galaxy for a couple hours.
Sure.
Yeah.
Heard it's good.
I played that for about an hour a while ago. But yeah.
Yeah, couldn't keep you interested.
It's
Not any of us.
Well, no, I will say it's stunning. The characters all look great. The voice acting, the audio design, it all looks and sounds great. And it plays like garbage. It's really hard to play. The world looked pretty, and
Controls or what?
it's just not a fun
it's
experience.
a third-person shooter.
I don't mind the jumping and the dashing. I understand that, but the exploring was stupid, and the battling was atrocious.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not good.
The soundtrack was good though, but
Yeah,
then
that's what matters.
there got to one point where
Yeah, the soundtracks.
you're running down a ship and you have to jump off. And I'm a gamer, like I know how to follow a cutscene, and I did that. And for some reason, I died like 10 times in a row, and it was just frustrating. So then I played Elden Ring on the Xbox though, so it was a different version.
Oh,
Yeah, so
Sure.
very good. And that's mostly what I've been up to.
very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are games.
The only way to access it is by taking a bunch of hard drugs and imagining it.
Hey, everybody, and welcome back to Hair the Dogcast, your
Yeah.
favorite podcast about the best of 2022. Because today is the 2022 Dogcast Award.
Oh, take that, Jeff Keighley. Fuck
It's
you.
been the
Fuck
best
you.
year
Fuck
ever.
you.
Thank you, Jeff Keighley, for all you do.
You're a
Please
son
let
of
us
a
know
nut.
you.
You fucking Kojima-loving slut. I hate you.
Tom, who is your
so good.
what impersonations do you do again? You
none.
Al Pacino. And here's our first announcer, Al Pacino, for favorite movie of 2022.
What the fuck is a podcast? What the hell?
That almost had like a Cajun, like,
Yeah, I get a little bit of a key.
So,
Well, no.
Do you like the harmonica?
Yeah. I like him.
if everybody
guarantee.
would want to mention what their favorite movie of 2022, why they liked it, and then we can do a vote and for the Dogcast favorite of the year overall.
Oh my god! So it's like an argument.
It's just like a proposal, and then
Okay.
If
I don't
any of
know.
us care,
I
that
would like
much,
to declare.
Oh, so Josh,
gentlemen
is
and
like
jury
our-
of the court, I do here submit Ghostbusters Afterlife.
That was so last year, Brad.
Oh, it was not this year. I still submit it again.
It's been a good year, Brad.
Yana, can you prove that without the use of Wikipedia?
Strike that.
Strike that from the record.
Let's start with
man.
you, Josh. What was your favorite movie of the year?
I don't want to start. No, fuck you guys.
You said you watched so many movies this year.
I actually
Yeah.
did, but I didn't watch a lot of new ones. But I did watch some.
So you don't want to start, or you do? You were sending.
I kind of want to wait. I want to listen to what you guys got to say.
Oh, okay.
Tom,
'Cause I think you're all wrong and stupid.
do you have anything off the top of your head?
Wow. As far as 2022 movies, I didn't see too much, but I will. I did see a few, but I got to go, and this might be a little bit of a recency bias. I think the best 2022 movie I saw this year was Weird, the Weird Al Yankovic movie. It
was a good time.
I'm a stan. I'm a Weird Al stan, but it was funny. I mean, it was like an actual, even if you're not like a Weird Al dude or gal, it's a fucking legit funny ass movie. Cool. And yeah.
It's on that Roku channel if you've got it.
Yeah. Have you any of you guys seen it?
I've seen it.
I have not.
Oh really? Oh, it's it's worth it.
It was one of those situations where Carly was like, and then as soon as the movie started, and the parents like, we want you to give up everything that makes you happy and not have individuality or something like
Yeah.
that. And then Carly's like, okay, it's good.
Yeah,
She-
it's like it's a parody of rock biopics.
when
It's
who's
great.
the MacGruber actor? What's his name? He's the
Will Forte?
Will Forte when he shows up selling the accordion.
Yes.
He gets his ass beaten. No, he doesn't. No, who sells him the accordion? No, that's the 911 guy.
That's right.
When he got his
Thomas
ass,
Lennon?
when he got it, when he got stomped, Carly thought that was great. And Will Forte, he's like, "You were the ugliest human being."
right? Yeah. But just the whole take on like the alternate history where he writes. He's like, I'm not going to do parodies anymore. I'm going to write my own original music, and he writes "Eat It," and they
one that
pretend
Michael
"Eat It's" like the
Jackson
actual
covered?
original song, and then Michael Jackson like parodied it. And,
You idiot! Nothing rhymes with virgin.
Virgin.
And then he gets
Yeah.
like woken up in the
But-
hospital's like, "Give me a bed."
Like ton of fucking cameos. Everybody's in this.
Is
movie.
Aaron Paul in it?
Oh, there's a ton of cameos, yeah.
Yeah.
Aaron Paul should be if he's not. I don't know if he is because you saw the Funny or Die skit. I'm sure.
A long time ago.
Yeah.
I forgot everything about it.
I
So,
actually don't know if I've seen that.
but yeah, I think that was my favorite of the year. Yeah,
Great soundtrack.
absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
the
And
Michael Jackson
Daniel Radcliffe,
parody was great.
best actor.
he did an amazing performance in that.
It
Oh,
was,
yeah.
It was really good.
It was when they do the
I like
parody,
that
like
guy.
the Doors movie, when he's like, "You're all a bunch of fucking slaves," and it has the funniest credits, like post credits
Because it makes
sequence.
Well,
So hilarious.
all the credits when this, I thought the whole movie was parody, and then like all the credits are like pictures that look like everything actually happened.
Yeah.
Because I was like, okay, Dr. Demento was a real person
Yeah, he still is. Yeah.
that he interacted with, and then there's pictures of Weird Al and all the situations very similar to what happened. So it made you second guess.
Yeah, but the whole I won't spoil it, but the whole conceit where where it ends up.
Pablo Escobar.
Yes, there's that whole
Kaiser
sequence.
Sose, you mean?
But anyways, yeah, that is.
Submitted
Weird
for
Al's
the
biggest
approval.
fan.
What's that?
What?
Huh?
I don't want to spoil it. I just did.
Dylan, what's your favorite movie of the year?
The Northman.
I haven't seen it.
The Northman is very fucking good.
It was good,
and it
yeah.
made no money. And there was supposed to be, they were trying to create a new like epic kind of Norse tale, and there was supposed to be a sequel. It's not going to happen because this was A24, I think. Their
Robert Eggers,
highest
right?
budget. Yeah, who did The Lighthouse and The Vivitch.
The Vivitch.
And I just was enamored by it from start to finish. I think it's like interesting. It's a good revenge tale. It kind of tosses itself up on its head in some strange ways. Nicole Kidman's in it. I don't know why.
Who?
She's still in a lot of movies, surprisingly.
Yeah, she just like didn't fit the part.
It's got it's got a good cast. You know,
Yeah.
Robert
Anya Taylor-Joy,
pulls Willem Dafoe,
Princess Peach herself.
Yes, yeah.
Alexander Skarsgård. I mean, like, it was just stellar. Like some of those shots, like where he's raiding the camp on his own and he's moving in between the huts, but it's just panning over, so you're seeing him disappear and then reappear. It's like the best representation of stealth I think I've seen on a camera. Yeah. And I just thought it was like simple, elegant, has this great final battle.
Yeah, simple. I agree there.
Yeah.
And for the battle, and it's kind of like what you want, and it was fucking awesome.
Yeah, I was just like, yeah, the entire time. And there aren't a lot of movies that really do it for me.
Yeah.
I tend to be I'm a reader.
I thought you were going to say Thor 4.
Love and Thunder?
I was joking.
I like that better than most people do. So I don't know what to tell you there, but it's a little up its own ass, but you know. But yeah, The Northman.
Yeah. That's a
I would
pick.
I would honestly, like, if you haven't seen it, I don't want to talk too much about it because I like the surprise of what goes on within the movie because I didn't see some things coming. So I don't want to reveal too much, but that deserves more recognition and praise. And if you haven't seen it, just go check it out.
It's on my list.
I
wanna
approve
see
it.
Yeah.
My favorite movie of the year, I watched 2 days ago
Oh boy.
because it was suggested by people, and it was
my runner-up.
And it was just one that a lot of people have recommended, and I thought I should check it out because it might be. It seems like something I would like, and Everything Everywhere All at Once. Mm-hmm. Wow, one of my favorite genres of movies is like absurdist kung fu action, and it's like a really unique little like niche, like Kung Fu Hustle or like Shaolin Soccer.
Yeah.
Anything like over the top comedic good action is great. And this movie had me and Carly just laughing our asses off. Also, just like intense, emotional, like serious scenes with hot dog fingers. Like
Yes.
the fact that it can
I
kind
think
of
that's the scene that sticks out the most, surprisingly.
it transition on just like
Considering all the shit that happens in it.
the scene with the rocks was very striking to me too, and just the whole masterfully told tale that's just so creative and inventive and funny and emotional, action driven, multicultural. It's so cool. It's so good, and I haven't
good.
been that entertained and laughed and cried at an absurdist kung fu film in a long time.
It's probably the most unique movie I saw this year. Yeah.
And A24 has the weirdest online store, and they know that I like a lot of their movies. They've been trying to get me to buy the Hereditary gingerbread house because you can get like the tree
Brad,
fort
have you
from
disabled
Hereditary.
your cookies?
Hereditary.
Except all cookies.
Accept them.
Except.
But they've been trying to sell me hot dog finger gloves. So I'm like, I should just watch this fucking movie. You can also, they wrote an e-zine, the directors of this film, about the history of taxes in America. It's only $6 to buy the zine. And it's just them interviewing real tax people.
Oh, really?
It sounds kind of interesting.
Oh, that's funny.
That sounds
You can also get the Tax Auditor Award candle, which is just a butt plug candle. The scene where the guy jumps over the cubicle. Oh, we lost it. So funny.
That's
but-
fantastic.
I knew exactly where that was going.
Yeah. Well, I knew the one guy was going for it, and then the other guy just comes jumping out of nowhere. And then he
get a
does
battle.
the scene
butt
like half
battle.
naked. Oh, God. So great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually agree with you. I think that movie is really, like, it's emotionally interesting. It's physically interesting. It's ideologically interesting.
Yeah.
And I went into that movie thinking, like, all right, I read comic books. I know what the fuck's up with this horse shit. Because it's like what Marvel's doing with the
Come on,
multiverse.
Dylan. Go with a little optimism. Come on.
No, I don't. Because
No.
literally every movie
Most
is
movie
trying to
sucks,
imitate
yes.
it. Yes,
Most movie sucks.
yes, I don't. I don't go in with optimism. I go in kind of being like,
Yeah.
impress me. I'm like the Sultan, and you're a dancer, and you got to really make it work.
I started watching that movie High the first time, and I lost the plot really quick, so I
Yeah.
didn't have to like restart it.
Sure.
Yeah.
My favorite thing in watching weird movies is
I fell asleep halfway through it, and then I woke up, and I'm like, we got to go back. I just don't understand what's
Right,
going on.
yeah.
I was just tired that day.
I didn't tell Carly at all what we were about to start watching. And it just looks like a real depressing drama about this family working a laundromat.
Right, yes. Yeah.
And then,
It's true.
And then she's like, is that the kid from Indiana Jones? And he pulls out his chapstick
I
and eats like a
know.
giant piece of chapstick. And she lost it. Yeah.
He's really good in that movie.
Oh, and
Yoi Kwan.
he
hasn't really
retired
done
from
shit.
He retired from acting in 2022 or 2002 because he wasn't offered any roles. He's been desperate to work. And I saw him give an acceptance speech, and he was just like crying. He was so happy that.
He's still got an adorable little cute voice.
Well,
$50 bill.
he also was playing it up.
Stuff like that.
When he was playing regular Wayman, he played up the higher pitched voice versus Alpha Wayman. He lowered it. You could kind of tell. But yeah, that was my favorite.
Yeah, that's a great choice, man.
Tyler?
If I wasn't a procrastinating piece of shit, I would bet my life that it would be The Northman, but sadly I haven't seen it yet. I'm a big Robert Eggers fan, like Lighthouse and the Vivitch.
They're two of some of my favorite movies. You're
Two
gonna
tens.
first of all, you're gonna love it. Second of all, I'm not a movie guy either. Like this is like I had like a couple options. It was Everything, Everywhere, All at Once, and then it was like The Northman.
I know I love The Northman as well because The Lighthouse blew me the fuck away.
Yeah, The Lighthouse is
rules.
fantastic, and I am a movie
I'm the
guy,
odd
but
man
this
out here
year,
on that one.
You don't like The Lighthouse.
I didn't.
Oh, really?
I was like,
You
mad.
liked the movie. I seen it.
I was cashed out like toward the end, even though it's like crazy.
You're
like,
always
you didn't
far
like
taste.
it when he
something
fucked the
of-
mermaid.
Yeah.
that. I mean,
All the
What about when he
semen
masturbated on while he's managing the mermaid?
Yeah.
That was
Come
great
on.
cinema.
I thought it was actually kind of annoying.
Tyler?
And I love Defoe, and
That's
Yeah.
how, but that's how you
The
see
other guy-
You were just
masturbation
expecting
in
Twilight.
general.
We get it.
Oh yeah, Robert Pattinson will do
Yawn.
that.
Yep.
Normally, I watch more movies. I don't know. I think with moving and then changing jobs, I just didn't watch as many as I normally do. So it came down between two, and I had a really, really tough time picking one. But I'm gonna have to go with Barbarian. Barbarian was the most fun I had in a movie theater in a long time, even though I had to leave before the movie was over.
Love that story.
Yeah.
His date.
I took a girl to go see Barbarian because we met on a dating profile and we started talking about horror movies. And I think what probably happened was she picked horror movies as something to like just break the ice with. And then it became a core characteristic in my mind.
Oh, yes.
So I was like, let's go see a horror movie. She picked Barbarian, so it wasn't me. And then 30 minutes, 40 minutes before the movie was over, I looked over and she was just having a bad time.
Oh,
and I was
really?
like, do you want to leave? Like, we can go. So we walked out. But I finished the movie later.
Always
up
finish.
until that movie. Oh, fantastic.
That's Tom's rule numero uno.
Very fun, surprising horror film. Something that immediately puts you on the edge of your seat and makes you not sure what's going to happen.
Is that a new movie or
Yeah,
newer?
it just came out like
Too
probably
tense for me.
2-3 months ago.
Okay.
Well, it is really tense when it's tense, but there is a lot of comedic like relief throughout the
Sure.
film.
Okay.
And the performances by the cast
Yeah.
are fantastic. And I was blown away that we kind of talked about this, Brad and I, earlier. I didn't know anything about the movie going into it. I didn't know what it was about.
I still don't know. And
I
And
avoided it.
wanna-
I think like The
plague.
There's a
Northman.
lot of talk about it
Not
online.
if you are going to watch The Barbarian, don't look up a single thing about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I went in completely
I
blind.
unfortunately heard too much. At this
I went
point.
in so blind, I didn't even know that Zach Kreger directed it. And The Whitest Kids You Know are like
Oh, nice.
one of my favorite pieces of
that
entertainment
guy.
ever.
That's why
The
we were
guy
talking
who's
about him in
too
the Discord.
good to tour with the whitest kids you know.
Yeah, and that probably was around the college movie with Drake Bell, I would assume.
Yeah.
The real big one that really nailed it for him.
It was either that or Miss March. But if it was Miss March, Trevor would have been with him because Trevor and him are the two main stars of that.
Yeah, I didn't see that movie.
It would have been like
saw
08
the
was
trailer.
college, and
Yeah.
I want to say Miss March was like 2011, 2010.
Yeah,
What do you think, Josh?
that's the problem.
Ghostbusters Afterlife again?
Why not? Fuck it. Yeah, I mean, nothing really stuck out to me as like the top, but I have a little list here. I actually meant to have the Northman on it,
Okay.
and I didn't think about that one. I have a feeling if I go back and watch that again, it might be that one. My little list is weird. I watched Bullet Train last night. That was fun. Kind of gives you that like 10 years ago Tarantino-ish kind of, but with a more budget. It is like in that Tarantino kind of feel.
Okay.
It's a fun watch, but I definitely can't put it in my top. The Batman, I enjoyed it, even though it's slow in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
There's like no fight scenes that like for an hour in the middle.
It's just long in the hole.
But I watched
That's what she
it
said.
on no sleep, working like a 10-hour shift, and when it was released, like unlocked at the theater, watched it till like 3:30 in the
Oh, yeah, I
morning,
remember that.
and I only nodded off for like 30 seconds
Sure.
toward the end because I was so fucking.
That's
tired.
not bad.
But I was really into it.
I liked it too.
But I was
Yeah.
like, why the fuck is there no fight scenes in the middle?
They're subverting expectations.
Because there's some really good fight scenes. I just want more face bashing.
See, Batman's not a man of action. He's actually a detective. If you know that DC is
Yeah.
called Detective Comics, he was
Yeah.
a detective hero.
I just
right,
loved-
Dylan. Back me
I
up here.
detect
I mean, you're
bullshit.
right.
Thanks, Dylan.
He
we
bashed
both
some
know a lot
dudes.
about comics.
He
Yes, we do.
bashes motherfuckers early in that film so
Yeah.
well. He bashed some
Oh, that
dudes.
scene. That scene.
Yeah, but
is
Ben
one of my
Affleck bashes
favorites.
people in the
He
face, and everyone
bashes
hates
people
him.
better than all the Batmans combined.
I don't know. I saw a Batfleck kill a man with a crate.
Batfleck?
That was fucking awesome.
Yeah, I was like,
I actually love
when he
that.
swoops
Ben
into that room
Affleck,
and
ben
just
Affleck
starts-
was a good Batman.
yeah, when
He
he's
wa-
whooping ass, and then I'm like, he just killed like 4 dudes.
He just runs over people in the
He
car.
doesn't care.
Yeah, I like that.
Let's hear it for a Batman movie that's not afraid to show that the guy wears
His
fucking
dick.
mascara.
Oh,
behind
like
the
a
fucking
like a big
Yeah.
boy.
We all know it. We all know it. Michael Keaton, you fucking get your like mask torn off. And
All right,
Oh,
you're gonna start taking the mask off. We're gonna go and wash off.
I gotta
the
wash.
eyes.
Yeah, I gotta wash off the.
well, on his
Get you
utility
back in.
belt, one of the one of it is just wet wipes, like alcohol wipes, and he whips
Right.
it out real quick. And
But
Oh,
no, they're bat wet wipes.
they're bat
Oh.
they're in shapes of bats.
It'd be funny if it was just like BW3, like just leftover ones. in the
Also
bucket.
at this point, why wouldn't they not be like miniature, like night vision goggles? I have so many problems with Batman as a character that this is just not.
Me too. As another
Like-
comic book fan, I agree.
Thank you,
I'm
Brad.
a fan, but I also don't care that much about Batman.
I thought it was cool. I thought it was a little
I like
long,
that
and I
movie,
thought
yeah.
Paul Dano wasn't a great Riddler.
The feel, the darkness.
I liked
like-
him because he reminded me of Dahmer and the Zodiac Killer.
Who directed
Well,
that?
they
Was that
were
Matt
leaning
Reeves?
into that.
Matt Reeves.
Matt Reeves directed
Yep.
that, right?
But
He's really good.
I don't know. Paul
guys,
Dano's
what-
performance, he's such a good actor when he's quiet, and for him to just be yelling the whole time did not work for me. I like the Zodiac angle. I like the serial killer stuff, but I didn't mostly just scream the whole time.
There's actually
and just like
detective
going to internet dweebs as like an angle. I guess it's modern, I get it. But
Yeah.
I preferred Jim Carrey's Riddler. I remember thinking that during the movie, which is a weird thing to say. I do like campy Batman.
Well, Superman 3 is all about tax schemes. So,
God.
and it has
that where he
Richard
fights the
Pryor.
the Richard
Fire
Pryor
guy?
one. I'm like, that's horrible.
Was-
Not as bad as Superman
So,
4.
what is my favorite? I don't really have one. I'm just gonna go with
You're just
one.
gonna
though.
name all the movies?
No. Yeah. Just talking movies.
You have Nope on there?
I got Nope on there.
The
but
boys.
It's okay. It's very watchable.
That's another one I
I'm
didn't get
not
around to
putting
seeing.
that on
Nope,
my
more
top
like
list.
maybe.
I feel like that way about. I think all. What is it? Key or Peele?
Jordan Peele.
Peel.
I feel all those movies are good. They're way overrated. Oh, greatest film of the year. All of them are good. They're fine.
I think Get
I
Out
feel
was
like
fucking awesome.
And
I
I
think
feel
it's
like Us was a
okay.
big fat turd. I did not like Us.
yeah, just saw that in the theater once.
I'm not won over on any of them, but they're very watchable.
Yeah. Nope, I thought was better than Us for sure. I did enjoy that.
But I got to give it between Northman. I kind of have a feeling like I remember watching Northman late at night, and the last scene, I actually rewound it and watched it again.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
that was
cool.
fucking awesome. And I really enjoyed Everything Everywhere All at Once. That was a really fun movie. It didn't quite nail it, but I don't feel like any of them nailed it. But because of its uniqueness,
So essentially,
Everything Everywhere.
what I was going to say, what's happening right here is you have pretty much named all the movies we did, so you're the tiebreaker.
Right.
I'm going Everything Everywhere, but I kind of feel like if I go back and watch Northman, it might win me over again. But I don't know. That was a while
So you're
ago.
not answering at all.
So
I'd
he's,
rather, don't take
That's
my.
the beauty
don't-
about lists.
no,
Just-
you have to vote. We're doing the vote.
Just-
I'm
on
going
the day.
Everything Everywhere because I just watched it last week,
Okay.
and it was fun, very unique, very creative.
I think we all kind
Yeah.
of agreed on that one, so
I'll
I'll give
But-
it to that one.
Yeah, I'd be fine
And
with
Give
that.
some credit to the Northman, eh?
And from the Discord, Judge Tempest's favorite movie of 2022 was Rise, Roar, Revolt.
RRR.
RRR.
That was my second place.
Never heard of it.
anime?
No, it isn't. It's a Bollywood film about the Indian revolt, but it's got dancing and it's humorous.
Fuck yeah, it does.
But then the action is fucking crazy. These like famous revolutionary figures become like mythological figures towards the end.
Okay.
And it's absolutely wild. It's about like a fight against imperialism. It's a bromance. It's everything. Nice. It's really good. And I recommend it to anyone. It is extremely long. It is like 3 hours.
Okay.
From Kip's Killer Movie Reviews, we have Marcel the Shell with Shoes On.
That
I think that must be an
that's a great Kip.
I think it's got to be an A24 movie.
Yeah.
It's so Kip.
It's so Kip.
That's so Kip.
I looked up a list of movies that came out this year just to like refresh myself and make sure I wasn't missing one. And I stumbled across multiple best of lists, and that one was on every single one of them. So was everywhere.
I'm pretty sure A24 is trying to sell me that too. There's a little shell with shoes. I'm pretty sure that's.
I am sad that
been around forever.
Violent Night just came out, and I haven't seen that yet.
I am looking forward to
I
it.
am
supposed to
looking
be
forward
good.
to that as well.
David Harbour, I'll watch him in anything.
I've had a few
So
people
this list
tell
has
me
an
X
asterisk.
was good.
Once the person tries to stab him and he pulls up the Santa sack and he goes into the void, I was like, ooh, like it's gonna honor Christmas lore and be stupid John Wick.
Yeah.
yeah,
like that's-
and Norse,
that's where it
and Norse
that.
lore. Yeah,
I like
And he
stupid.
steps in the reindeer poopy. Funny stuff.
good stuff.
Prancer.
Oh, man.
Ryan says Everything Everywhere All at Once. A better multiverse movie than Doctor Strange 2 with a fraction of the budget. Glass Onion was a close second.
I like
I
Doctor
just have to
Strange.
see
Oh, is that out
Oh,
now?
yeah.
Is Glass Onion out now?
I have to see that.
Ooh,
I
Doctor
love
Strange
that.
2 was good. It wasn't perfect.
Oh,
I think
not
it's the
saying
best
that.
thing they've done in probably.
It was
probably
great.
since
Maybe,
Endgame.
yeah.
Everything that was Sam Raimi was great. Everything that they forced him to do felt bad.
Yeah.
There, you could tell some of it was him having to play in their sandbox.
You know,
that's
he
just
threw some of
Marvel
his own. He threw
this
some of his own gravy in there, like
The quick camera.
The Papa Pizza guy.
dead
whatever.
Doctor Strange. I'm like, that's totally
That was some
kind
his
of
car in it?
What's that?
ashy, Evil Deadish a bit. You know,
Does his car make an appearance? He has his car. I forget what kind of car it is.
I think
in
it
every
must.
movie.
in every single movie.
I think it is.
Do we say what beer we're drinking, Josh?
No. All right.
This is the last of the Texas beers.
Yeah, this is the last of Ryan's. But
not least.
Hakutaku Whiskey Barrel Aged Imperial Rice Stout. Oh, yeah. It is 12.5%.
Rise, baby.
Aged
So
only
we're about
5
to
months.
get drunk.
Maybe.
Tastes
We've-
strong.
We've had about 12 ounces of beer each or so.
Yeah,
That's nice.
that's good.
Nice and roasty.
Yep, absolutely.
It's solid.
I like beer.
Thanks, Ryan.
Texas makes
Thank
good
you,
beer.
man. Texas does make.
And
That's the rumor.
you
But
too
it's
can send
a
beer to
rumor
the
right now.
Dogcast, and
a
we
rumor?
will drink
Yeah.
it on air.
It's
These
the
guys
only
will.
way Tom comes back on the
Yes.
show.
Exactly.
If you want more Tom, send us more beer.
You guys are never getting beer again.
Oh fuck.
Up next, the next category, we have Best Series of 2022. So this can be a season of a TV show or a series, a new series.
Ooh, I didn't know we were going to say season.
It could be the best season of a show. Yeah.
Now I got to think.
Well, that's why we're going to throw it over to Tom first for this
Oh,
2022. so we
first
gotta use
again?
That and relevant.
Yeah, this one was really easy for me. It took me a while to come around to this show because when they was being promoted, I just kind of had a
She-Hulk.
It was She-Hulk. Okay, game over. Mic drop.
I love it when she twerks.
I had a different idea of what this show probably was, and I'm like, I don't know if it's going to be for me. But then I watched it, and it's the best fucking thing I've seen all year, and it's Severance on Apple TV.
I hate it when I hear the same recommendation from a lot of good people. I really have to feel like I have to watch Severance now.
Yeah, I
Now
mean,
have to get Apple TV.
Who has Apple TV?
it's
Steve
an app on
Jobs.
Xbox. Or it's probably should have on PlayStation.
But you have to pay
I got
for it
every
a month,
other
right?
app.
Yes,
called
but you can get a
Apple
free.
Tyler, it's called the fucking internet, dude. Get creative, man.
You can do a free trial.
Google it.
It's one of those I don't. So the girlfriend came.
I never heard of the law.
After, sorry.
I was trying to get my girlfriend to watch the show after I watched it because I binged it. I'm like, this is fucking fantastic. You know when you watch something, you're just like, I just want to scream.
Oh, yeah,
you
yeah.
have to watch this. No, I will make you watch.
It's how I feel about how I think you should leave, but with Tim Robinson.
Oh yeah.
That's my favorite show ever made, and I'm just every time I'm just I haven't seen it. Jesus.
Anyways, and I just kept saying honey, we're just gonna watch the first episode. Just watch the first episode. And she's like, and then finally I just we were gonna watch the first episode. She's like, fuck you. Okay, and
How very Kate.
yes, so she capitulated. She kowtowed.
Cowtown. Yeah, okay.
and,
Okay.
She didn't have Apple TV either, Apple Plus or whatever the fuck it's called. And yeah, she just ended up like, if we watched the second episode, I wouldn't be mad about it.
Also very Kate.
I will say, not a great name. Maybe Severance doesn't draw me in as a name for a show.
It's a bad name.
It's bad, but I mean it. Yeah, maybe it doesn't draw you in.
It's generic,
but it I mean, it's true to what the show is. Sure. You guys know the conceit of the show?
No, I have no clue.
I have a vague idea.
Okay, just high level. These people work they go to work, and at work, your work memories stay with you. You have no idea what your outside person is like. And then when you're outside, you have no idea what your inside your work person.
That is such a cool
is like.
concept.
So you don't know if you're married outside. You don't know if you have kids. And so it stars Adam Scott. He's like the lead. And the thing is like the best cast show I've seen in a while. It's got Christopher Walken, John Turturro, Adam Scott, and Patricia Arquette, and some other people you'll recognize. But
While we're talking about Severance, Ryan also said it's his favorite series.
yes, Ryan.
He said part workplace comedy, part workplace horror. So damn riveting.
Yeah, and it's like it's super existential. It really, I thought it was just going to be like a goofy comedy, seeing Adam Scott, but he's fucking awesome. Like it's
He can do
very
drama.
dark. Like it's dark, but also funny.
I'll have to give it a shot.
That's Ben Stiller, right?
Ben Stiller, yes,
Yeah.
yep. He directed a lot of the episodes.
Cool.
I want to check it out.
So please, I will make you all watch it
That's fine.
with a gun to your head. Severance, hands down, my fucking pick.
Tyler.
Well, once you said it could be a season, I'm going to give a shout out to The Boys season 3 because that was absolutely fucking fantastic.
Pretty good.
I did not like season 3.
I loved it.
My favorite one.
Whatever Dylan says I agree
So
with.
good.
I didn't
I like
like
it
it
more than
either.
2.
I know.
It was good.
I thought I was bored throughout the entire thing. I think I'm just.
You've seen
I
it
If
really.
you've read the
You've
comics,
seen enough
I mean,
exploding dicks?
No, the comics are awful. I will say that.
I
The
did look up
comics
some
are
of the
awful.
comics
They're
like
not good.
to
They're not
compare,
good.
and it
They're
is
not good.
bad.
It's the art is
Is it
bad.
really?
The art is
no,
bad.
the art is
Yeah, I
bad. The
never-
writing is bad. Garth Ennis, God bless him, but it's such a product of the 90s that it just doesn't work anymore. And I think I'm so superheroed out. I just want to kill that horse, man. Just put a bullet
That's
right
the
through
point
it.
of the show, though.
I know, but
Yeah, it sounds like it was made for you. Like superheroes
No,
suck.
no,
You'll love
it's-
but it's still
Yeah, right, yeah,
But
exactly.
it's
no, the
like,
point of the show starts off as fuck superheroes, but then it quickly becomes aren't superheroes great and we love them and want their powers. They very much come around.
They do fuck with, but that's not even the point. Like it's just like I don't want to see superheroes on screen. And
Peacemaker,
superheroes,
Peacemaker was
that.
good.
superheroes.
Oh, yeah,
but
Peacemaker was
superheroes in the way, by the way of where they're literally parodying.
Tyler, this is why we
something.
can't do shout outs before we have our picks.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna pick it. Now that I'm thinking about it,
Okay.
It's gonna beat House of the Dragon. I'm going with The Boys season 3.
Oh,
Okay.
Because it made me question my love for Stranger Things. That's how fucking good that season
Boys?
was. Yeah. Because
Yeah.
I'm a big Stranger Things stan. And then this last season, it was pretty good. Like, definitely a solid Stranger Things season.
Sure.
Deserves to be with some love. But The Boys was so fucking good. It really set the bar super high.
It was good. Yeah.
As soon as the guy went inside the wiener, I knew I was in.
I mean,
I was
first
laughing
episode.
fucking hysterically.
They trap him in
And
the
he
bag
just
of Coke
sneezes.
and he just shakes him up.
that was so funny.
One thing about the new season, though, I don't know if you agree or disagree. It's like a lot happened, but not a lot happened. So
It's
like
both,
the
yeah.
entire like season didn't really progress like the overall story. Like
I feel like it was a setup
ton?
I
season
didn't
for
care.
next season.
I was more entertained this season than any
Yeah,
of the other ones.
it was very entertaining.
And I was binging all of them.
They do a lot with the characters too. The fact that they took A-Train and made him into a sympathetic character instead of just
Yeah.
a raging dickhead. And the Deep is now one of my
Yeah.
favorite things to see. Anytime the Deep is on, I'm like, good, all right. this is
we're
good.
back to this weird ass
Right,
storyline.
yes.
Like,
Yeah.
we're going to forget that he just totally raped a woman in the first season. He's like, oh, he's actually really funny, though.
They didn't really
It's
let
easy
that
to
go.
overlook when you start
Yeah.
fucking octopuses.
that was so funny.
But yeah, no.
What's the name of the octopus he has
orgy
to
room?
eat?
Yeah, I was just
Yeah.
like trying to think.
His name is Ted. Eat him.
Homelander as a
That was a
character
really
and
funny,
a villain
fucked up scene.
is got to be like one of the best characters ever written. Like,
Have you seen him in real life? Because I hate him in the show. Like
Anthony Starr?
Not as an actor, but like I'm so angry at Homelander all the time in that show,
Yeah.
and it pisses me
supposed
off.
to
But
be.
when you hear him talk, because he's got asshole face to begin with.
That's why he's perfect.
I know,
yeah,
but like
casting.
when you see him like talking with people outside, he's like so congenial and
Yeah.
nice. I'm kind of like,
He's
he's
funny.
yeah, he's
a good
really
dude.
good.
Plus, he's from like Australia, I want to say. Like, he has
Yeah.
a great accent.
He
Yeah.
fucking nails his character.
I heard he
got-
and looks that part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
every time Homelander's on the screen, like I am just like I don't blink. Like
Yeah.
his storyline and the way him as a villain is just so riveting to watch.
I can't wait to see
yeah.
what's next.
Yeah.
I love most of the characters.
I
in
care
that show.
about a lot of them.
Yeah.
like
Soldier Boy, great.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah.
Huey. Petit Huey.
Has
They
kid
need, they
naked.
need to give Frenchie and the
Le
boy
Petit
more
Huey.
shit to do.
Yeah.
She had a bigger role this season too.
Not,
with his
but
whole-
it's just boring. It
Dylan,
just
what was your
absolutely
favorite series of the year?
boring. So far, it's still going. Just started this year though. Chainsaw Man, the adaptation of the hit Shonen Jump manga. It's an anime.
is this live?
sounds
This is an
boring,
anime. It's not
Dylan.
live action.
It's an anime.
Okay.
This-
It is a very good adaptation.
does he have a
of-
chainsaw head?
He has to chainsaw everything if he wants to.
Oh, okay, cool.
Ooh.
So it's
Okay.
this world of like these devil hunters, and it's about this terminally poor man who owes money to the mob because his father got into a bunch of debt and the father died. So all the debt goes on to him. And he has this little pet devil named Pochita, and he's this little dog with a chainsaw for a nose. And he goes around fighting devils. Something bad happens. Something bad happens, and he gains the power of the chainsaw devil, essentially. And so it's a story about him being conscripted by the government, and there's something shadowy going on.
No way.
Underneath.
With the government?
But it's so funny because all the main character wants, his name is Denji, all he wants is to touch a boob and eat good food. So his motivations are so lackluster
It's like George Costanza.
that it's almost
Jerry.
but it's almost like
Have
it's,
sex at the same time.
it's the evolution of a character who literally has to find out what he actually wants out of life than just surviving. And it ends up being kind of emotional and strange, and it's irreverent and funny and kind of fucked up. So I don't know.
I've heard good things from everybody.
It's
that's
quite
seen it.
good. I have the series if anyone wants to read it. I've been collecting it since
You
it started
read. You
out.
read. They're just pictures, though, right? It's a comic book. You don't really read it.
I mean, there are words on it. Yeah.
What? Yeah. That okay.
It's not just pictures you have to interpret.
I don't believe in words.
What's that guy saying? What's he saying?
When I do read comic books, like I've tried, and I can appreciate the story, but I read it and I look at the pictures pretty quick, but the fact that people know the artists of individual like issues, like this one was great. That the work they did on this, I was like, I just read the words and just kind of kept moving. I'm bad. I'm not good at reading.
You're just an asshole.
I'm not good at reading comics, is what I am. I'm saying
no,
I want to learn more.
You need your art spoon fed.
Art is
Yeah.
different. It's all about, especially when it comes to comic books, you have to really analyze what the panels are doing. The art is inconsequential for a lot of people, as I found out, but I'm extremely picky.
That's why we just have it spoon fed to us by Kevin Feige now.
Well, that's why.
Open your mouth, Bradley.
It's why 70% of in-house Marvel artists are
come
actually
to the
just
Iron Man.
trash at what they do. But it's fine. Yeah, but Chainsaw Man, I would actually give it a shot. People who aren't into anime are watching this and they're really enjoying it.
Okay.
So I would actually
Where's
say
it available?
It's available on Hulu right now.
Is it okay?
I imagine it's also available on Crunchyroll.
Sure. Yeah.
So, but
That makes sense.
I would just watch it on Hulu if you've got Hulu. And there's no dub of it yet, so if you hate subtitles, you're shit out of luck. But I like subtitles, so
Reading is fundamental.
Yeah.
sure.
My favorite series this year, Better Call Saul. I thought it was an
Final season?
absolutely perfect final season. That show started off slow, and I've always enjoyed it the whole way through, but it only picked up steam, and I think it stuck dramatic tension even more than Breaking Bad did. Breaking Bad got almost like a very comic-y, bigger than real
Every episode.
feel. Like it's the characters are so big that they're breaking out of the frame, whereas
Exactly.
Saul always feels believable. and to watch his character fall so hard, and ultimately ends up happening to him.
No spoilers.
No spoilers. No spoilers. But like,
Still gotta get it.
just to see the arc of Saul and what happened to him in comparison to Walter White. God damn, I ate up every second of that show.
I'm looking for that fucker to come out in like 4K or something. Yeah. I
Yeah,
want to.
because the mid-season break for season 6, they even said, the showrunners, like, there's not a big break. Like, don't get excited for it. We just had to do it for reasons. And it is the biggest cliffhanger that,
yeah.
What was his heart attack, right? Bob Odenkirk?
It might have been the heart attack, the reason it happened, but they also just happened to have a fantastic cliffhanger there. But that was my choice. Josh, what beer do we have here?
You get none.
Here, oh,
I get a little out of your... you get yourself half a pint and me one sip.
you're talking. You
Half
don't need to
a
be
pint.
Thank you. A little down there for your little fella.
Josh, you getting
for
a little,
Joshy Jr.
Josh, you getting a little drunk?
No.
Yeah.
I'm just a very, very smooth bartender boy.
Here we go.
Hey, Josh,
We got Modest Brewing over here
Love
out of
Modest, love
Minneapolis. This is their Double Ghost Vision. Yes. DDH Citra New England Double IPA. And it's actually very good.
You talking my language now, baby. Baby.
No, that's a big hazy beer.
That's good stuff.
Yes.
That's good, hazy. Well,
That's really
actually,
Modest. I haven't actually been to their tap room, but every beer I've had from them is amazing.
I don't like the front of this.
They're in. The head brewer used to brew for Dangerous Man before he started his own company.
Okay.
Yeah, I briefly knew him back in the
I'd say
day.
they're bigger than Dangerous Man.
Now they are, of course, but like that's how I knew him back when he started. It was like right when I left the cities. Yeah, their beer is phenomenal though.
Yeah, good stuff.
This is good.
I don't like the head of it, but I like the tail end. It kind of tastes a little. I just keep thinking of like linden trees. It's kind of like
Okay.
Mine
Well-
that flavor too.
All right, Josh, what was your favorite series of the year?
Now, Boys Season 3 was on that list. Very tough, but I really thought Stranger Things 4 was... And I was going into Stranger Things 4 not with them... and I'm not a fan of that song at all.
As someone who works on construction sites and the radio's always on, it's on construction sites 5 times
It's
a
in
day.
everywhere. Pick and Save. Walmart.
now it's just Christmas music. Walmart.
Fuck.
I was excited.
Nah.
I was like, here's another like older jam that I can listen to all the time. I listened to it like twice and was like, I don't like this song.
I was sick of
I
it.
didn't like the song in the show,
weird.
but now after listening to it so much, it does
now I
become
have to
very
like-
catchy.
yeah.
It
I think
breaks
this is the
song rules.
I think this is the best season of Stranger Things since the first season, probably.
I didn't have high expectations. I'm like, all right, it's on.
say so.
Okay, I'll watch it. And you
Yeah.
didn't like it?
What's that?
Oh, I thought you said if you say so.
No, I said I'd say so.
Oh,
the newest season.
I thought it was so well done. It surprised me, and I was like fucking locked in.
They had all the money.
Yeah.
And I love
they leaned into
Boys.
horror in a good way in this
Yeah.
It was a nice,
is better,
refreshing
yeah.
like return to
Yeah.
form.
Yes. It's like,
I
this
would
is
say-
fucking legit creepy. You
I
know?
would say overlong, and I would say some of the arcs needed a bit more going on to them.
Yeah.
The road
You're
trip,
talking about
I
Will
was
Byer
bored. Yeah.
and
With his
Finn
horrible
Wolfhard.
haircut of the series.
Oh my god! Yeah.
It wasn't even a thought of mine. That was a very short.
It
It seemed like they didn't develop
Also-
that story, whatever that was.
Russia
And I didn't
Russia
care.
was an episode's worth.
It
of
should have
stuff.
just
Yes.
been an
It should have just
episode.
been one episode, like episode 6, but what has been
Right.
happening in
They
Russia the
stretched
whole
it,
time?
yeah.
Instead of I am Jack in Hagar. And
Oh yeah. Right. Yeah.
let us talk about nothing.
really-
Or-
David Harbour does not fight this.
Yeah, David Hoppe does not know how
The
Russians talk.
Demigorgon. Yeah.
I had some concerns with it, but overall, fantastic season. I agree with
Yeah.
you.
Lowest point for me is the guy that plays the pizza guy.
You didn't like him.
I was annoyed by him.
Dude, I'm just gonna be talking like this the whole time because that's my stick. I'm the 80s.
Maybe it's just
stoner
nice
man.
that there was
I don't
something.
think he had a list.
He was
did
the
he?
most interesting part of that storyline, maybe, which is why I liked it.
Maybe.
Because
I just thought the acting itself.
I just didn't
the
like
choice
anything
was
else
like-
trying
going on
too
there.
hard.
Yeah.
Jonathan, just tell her you didn't get into college. I'm stoned, man. I can't talk to my girlfriend.
magical dude.
Yeah. Fuck.
But I mean, that was another character that was 1/100th of that whole
And
series.
I love Matthew Modine. Like I'm down for all of that stuff where he's like running the government lab.
And now we got Vecna And
Vecna,
Vecna
yeah.
is
Vecna's
fantastic.
good.
That was neat.
Eddie was the best part of the season for me.
It was really well, like the story was very well put together. Even though you kind of had an idea where everything was, who was what.
Yeah.
Playing fucking Master of Puppets.
That was
part
so
was cool.
fucking epic.
That was awesome.
It was fun. Yeah.
It didn't seem warranted though, because he was just drawing bats away from. It didn't seem like that was a good way for him to die.
Yeah.
I liked him sacrificing himself with Master of Puppets, but also I don't know. Those bats really weren't affecting anyone at the time.
No, I know.
Couldn't he have
What if he goes out there? He's like, I only know like. Bam,
It's pretty rock and roll, man. It's pretty metal.
Couldn't he have just played it really loud inside the trailer?
Yeah.
And
you
then
gotta
they would have
chord-
just flown into
Yeah.
the trailer, and then
Absolutely.
he would have been fine. But he's like, I got to get on top of this bitch in solo.
I know
and
there's-
respect for
They're
that.
filming
I know your
So I
son
gotta-
suspected of murder,
Yeah,
but I
yeah,
can't tell
style.
you why I know he sacrificed
In Mad
himself.
Props,
That
I
part
don't-
blew me away. He's like, he died a hero. And if I were like the dad, I'd be like,
Tell me what happened.
what the fuck are you talking
First of
about?
all, Yeah,
I
who
never
are you?
met you, and you're talking about my fucking son. I knew he wasn't a bad guy, and he saved me. It's like then I'd be like, yeah, what'd he save you from? Like, what's the deal? Okay, whatever.
Right.
How old are you? Like 12? Great. My son was a child molester. That's fantastic. That's probably where dad's mind goes.
This is disconcerting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anything else on Stranger Things for you, Josh?
Yeah. I think it was very good. Very good.
Very good.
From Judge Tempest, we have House of the Dragon. From Ryan,
I'm surprised that did not top it.
I loved it. House of
I
Dragon
didn't
was
see
easily
it.
my number 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
Ryan said Severance. His second place goes to Under the Banner of Heaven. Great Mormon drama, if you're into it.
No,
It's actually really good.
Love Mormons.
I don't like Mormons.
That's why it's good. It's a
Yeah.
true story about a Mormon murderer. And it was really it was fucked up that I learned halfway
Yeah.
through that it was actually a true story. Then I looked it up and it was all true.
I know
Which
what
is really
I know what
crazy.
it
Is that
I
what
know
you thought
it's
when you watched
based on.
Dahmer? You're like, this really happened?
That's drama, dude.
Story of Dylan.
Dahmer was so bad.
Drama was that was horrible, Dahmer. But Phil said House of the Dragon. He'd pick it for Viserys' last episode alone. Final seasons of Better Call Saul in Atlanta were
Spoiler
also
alert.
great.
They all die eventually.
And we have one more here from Kip.
Kip.
This is cheating because it's old, but I just learned about it, so it doesn't count. But Kip says Bee and Puppy Cat.
Bee and Puppy Cat, I have watched.
It's not from this year, though, so I don't know if it counts. Is it good?
Doesn't
It is from-
count.
it is from this year.
It is from this year.
So there's a Bee and Puppy Cat series from like 2014, but Netflix did like an actual series for it. It used to be like a YouTube thing, if I'm correct. Okay.
Bee,
All right, Kip.
Bee and puppy cat, or
Bee
be a
and-
puppy cat.
What-
Bee like Beatrice, and Puppy Cat
Oh, okay.
is her companion, who's a puppy cat, and it's pretty good. It's very low key, like really cool, like almost like Animal Crossing vibes. It's very Adventure Time, like it's really just not for me.
Okay. And is anyone willing to change their vote to another one to get a clear winner in this?
I'm not changing Chainsaw Man.
Fuck all you guys.
No,
I'm
I
not
can't change
cheating.
Severance, man. Just can't do it.
I mean, I was going to come into tonight saying House of the Dragon and then thinking about the boys. So I could change to House of the Dragon. They were both fucking phenomenal. Like,
We had 2 recommendations from the Discord. I'll change the House of the Dragon.
let's go House of the Dragon then. I can change to House of the Dragon.
I'm looking forward to seeing it. What's the other one? There's a Lord of the Rings series too, or something.
Rings of
I
Power.
couldn't get past 2 episodes. I've heard it does get better.
Does
I
it?
mean, Hobbits
It was just
I bounced after one. I'm like,
It gets
oh, wait till
better.
this is coming.
I said this is not for me.
No, it gets better, but
The fact that House of the Dragon, not Lord of the Rings, the House of the Dragon can fucking make Game of Thrones relevant again is a triumph that is impossible.
That should have been nigh impossible.
And
Nope, but-
as someone who was obsessed with all of the books, I've loved the show back when it was good.
Game of Thrones.
Yeah, the original show. Like me and Carly are watching it for her first time, and we just finished season 1, and it's so fucking good.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
so
And
phenomenal.
the early ones are just so phenomenal, and to see Matt Smith as Damon before the show came out, I was like, "What? This looks really bad."
Yeah.
and then you watch it, and you're like, "God damn, it's good."
did
It's
it
good.
again.
Yeah. Some of those
Yeah.
wigs, though, some of those scenes.
If that's all that's questionable, though, is the
Yeah.
wigs. Like mostly, though, the fact that George R. R. Martin is kind of in control of the story again is really refreshing.
And let's just remember, if this show goes on for 4 seasons and it doesn't fall apart at the end and it is fantastic all the way through, Still,
Will be
fuck
better.
DB Weiss and David Benoff. We cannot forget that.
No.
Don't let them get away with it. Fuck those guys.
No, it's true.
And
agree.
well, luckily the plot's already all completely written, and it should be fine.
Is it supposed to be 4?
It's supposed to be 4 seasons.
Oh, that rules. I
and
like
they
that.
can fast travel because they have dragons.
Yeah.
So, like
It actually makes sense.
It makes
Instead
sense.
of Gendry must run from north of the wall to King's Landing in an episode. It's okay, I'm the fastest.
that would be
so
3
good.
seasons if it was the first 3 seasons.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
All right. Number 3. Favorite, what was our third one here? Favorite album?
Album of the year?
Album of the year?
I'm excited to hear Tom's on this one.
Boy.
I hate music.
The soundtrack from Weird.
Honestly, yeah, this one I forgot was on the list, and I really didn't listen to a lot of
New stuff.
2022 music. So, but I did listen to the new Lizzo album, so I'm just going to give it to that.
Okay. You like it?
Lizzo's
I
great.
did. Yeah, I'm a Lizzo fan.
Are you feeling good as hell about it? Huh.
I mean, it's either this.
I missed that one.
Yeah, I went over my head.
Dylan, do you know that's one of her lyrics?
No.
Is that off the Taylor Swift?
What's a
album?
Lizzo? Is she a lizard?
It's the 1001 Pokemon.
Exactly. Yes, it is. It is.
Oh, now I know.
Congratulations.
It evolves from Wiglet.
I thought Lizzo was in Wu-Tang Clan.
That's the RZA.
That's the Rizzo.
Right. No, that's a Muppet.
Rizzo's my
And a
favorite.
character
rat.
from Greece.
All right. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This one's kind of like, I don't want to say throwaway, but yeah, I guess I'll have to just default to Lizzo.
And your favorite Muppet of 2022?
I mean, I'm gonna have to go with Rizzo.
Rizzo. Okay.
Yeah.
Mine's Rolf.
Rolf is
Rolf is
underrated. Rolf is always an underrated Muppet.
Yeah, he rules.
I had a puzzle as a kid of Rolf, and maybe I mentioned on the podcast before the guy that plays a saxophone in Dr. Teeth.
Oh, yeah.
Dr.
yeah.
Teeth.
I love that. That guy's fucking
That's
cool.
a scary
Yeah.
name. That is a great
He
name
has
for
like
a horror film.
Yeah, he has like no
Dr.
mouth. He just
Teeth.
has the
Open wide is the tagline for that horror film.
You can just call yourself a dentist. I'm Dr. Teeth.
right. Electric Mayhem.
Josh, you listen to music.
A lot of music this year. Yeah, some heartache and heartbreak and some good albums as well.
Taylor Swift?
Morgan Wallen.
Always. Oh, fuck you. Yeah. No, I got to give a shout out to Trevor Sternad. He committed suicide. Black Dahlia murder singer. Never saw that coming. But one of my favorite bands of all time, one of my favorite metal bands, that was devastating for me. But happy I saw them at the rave last October when they haven't played Milwaukee Madison in so fucking long. But yeah, and then Every Time I Die broke up. That sucks. These are like two of my favorite bands.
Yeah.
And
They'll
then
get together.
Eh,
Back together.
they
sometime.
won't. It was ugly, but a lot of new albums on the plus side. Yeah,
Give us your favorite.
favorite. No.
A lot of good albums.
Give us a quick shout out.
Number one.
Mind Force, New Lords, Hardcore, No Trigger. If you were a pop punk fan, look up the No Trigger Doctor album. They're pretty fucking funny, and it's really well done. Polyphia.
Polyphia is very good. Their new album's pretty good.
I don't like some of the poppy songs. I think they're disgustingly cheesy.
I like the one with the girl singer.
I think it's horrible.
Carly and I hated it at first, but we've listened to it enough to where it's
Listen to it
really
10
good.
times. I don't like it at all.
That's warmed up on us.
No.
The one with the rapper I didn't care for.
I thought that was more tolerable, but
Overall, it just
they
seems
did
like
a song with Chino Marino. They did a song with Steve Vai.
mostly it just seems like you're already a perfect band. You don't need to church it up with crazy other things.
You know, I mean, I wish they'd actually get a little like another comparable band is Intervals, another instrumental band.
They're really good.
Insane guitarists. I like them better, but people give a lot of hype to Polyphia, and they're great. But I feel like I wish they'd hit a little bit more melody rather than just experimental noises, kind of. But they're fun to listen to. They are blowing up a little bit because of all the new album and some.
They're blowing up right now.
Nice guest stars on it. Keep going. Master Boot Record. Nobody knows who this is. I think it's some dude in Europe. It's like video game style metal-ish, and it's really, really, really good. He has an album called Personal Computer. It's really fucking cool. Yeah, no, he's looking at me like, Brad's looking at me like, what is that?
I'm in. Dylan, this is what it sounds like to everyone you talk about Pokemon.
Okay. Album of the year is Lorna Shore. This band is getting huge. They're like the turnstile of death metal right now. They're just, that singer does shit that I've never heard any heavy singer do before. And he's this surfer looking 26-year-old kid. And it's just impressive what he fucking does. Great gym music if you want some heavy shit for the gym. But yeah, that album just came out like a couple months ago. It's really good. But
Cool. How do you spell that? Lorna Ashore?
Lorna, Lorna,
Okay.
and Shore.
I do believe that we might have the same pick.
I do believe we might.
Vaxis 2 by Coheed and Cambria.
Yeah. It was tough for me too because I was so spoiled with new music this year.
Ghost had
a great album. Social Sig put out a great album.
Yeah.
Turnover put out a great album, and those are like three of my favorite bands.
But honestly, I haven't been this excited about Coheed since probably No World for Tomorrow 2.
Like 10 years.
It's been a while.
Yeah. And the hype for this album was, and then it got delayed. The hype was real, and then it got delayed, and then I was so pissed off. But it gave me more time to listen to Comatose.
Comatose is pretty good.
But Disappearing Act, I did not expect to have like a club banger kind of hit in the front part of this album. Like, so fucking good.
He's finally just kind of branching out from that regular kind of sound that he's used to, like that sci-fi epic thing. He's kind of just letting it be what it's going to be and he's like, well, no, it's like an ensemble of things that you're supposed to have. It's different tone pieces for each like emotion.
And one thing that this album does really well that Impera by Ghost also did is both albums feel really cinematic.
Yeah.
Like, you feel that you can follow the story.
There's
you feel
soundscapes.
it. Like, the entire album progresses almost like a movie would. So by the end of the album, you have this huge sweeping climax that just like,
Cool.
oof. Yeah.
It's very good.
Coheed knocked it out the park.
And I love Vaxis 1. I thought that was going to be hard to beat. I'm like, wow, what a
Unheavenly
return
Creatures?
to form. Yeah, Unheavenly Creatures, yeah.
Yeah. I forget that's called Vaxis 1 because on Spotify it's not. It's just
No,
Unheavenly Creatures.
yeah, but this one's literally called Vaxis 2.
They need to get their naming conventions.
I even forget
Fucking
what
in
I
order.
even forget what the colon whatever it is because I just
inside
can't.
the window of the waking of the waking mind.
Window of the waking mind.
Yeah.
Yes, that's correct. And it's just like, I had the patience for that when I was younger, but it's like now I'm just like it's like Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. It's like, well, cool. Just call it Doctor Strange 2.
Yeah.
You'll get me in theaters.
I'm sorry, Brad.
I don't listen to a lot of different musicians. I don't listen to a lot of music in general.
Why not? What do you got against music, dude?
I love music. I collect a lot of soundtracks. I love movie soundtracks and video game soundtracks. But my favorite album of the year is from Jakey. It's called Romcom. He's a rapper from South Dakota who samples a lot of
Bias.
I am from South Dakota. He's from the other end of the state, but his music is catchy. He's been working on this album for a long time. This is his first album he's put out, but he's put out a lot of like single songs over like the past 8 years.
Kind of the trend lately. A lot of artists just release singles now.
Yeah, and
It's interesting.
It's worked well for him so far, but Jakey's Romcom is my favorite, and we have a few from the Discord here. My brother says he's not qualified, so he didn't say anything.
I'd like to amend my pick just for a second.
Okay.
I don't know if this counts. It might be an asterisk, but the Beatles released the remix version of Revolver this year.
I don't know if that counts.
We're going to go ahead and say it doesn't count, but
made
thank
that
you for
this
trying
year,
to submit
right?
it.
Oh yeah. No,
Revolver's a great
it's my
album.
favorite Beatles album, and
It's mine too.
It's fucking the remix that they did using Peter Jackson's AI.
Oh, okay.
Because the original master tapes were just recorded on like a 4-track tape, so they couldn't do a full remix because
It's
not
all together.
every instrument is not on its own separate track. So they use the AI that they use for.
Do you have it on vinyl?
No, not the vinyl's like $200.
Oh yeah,
It's
fuck
like a
no.
smart vinyl or something.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
But it
Does it talk to you like an Alexa?
should.
It's just a laser disc.
Yes. No, it just has like a lot of like
Vinyls rule.
outtakes.
Their
but
old vinyls are worth nothing.
It's a great remix.
Oh yeah, because there's so many of
There's
them.
a
Yeah.
That is
billion
my
of
favorite
them.
album.
Phil says Rammstein's Zeit
Oh, great
Sight.
album.
hasn't
Time.
kept up with the band over the years, but he stumbled across one track and ended up loving the album.
I can't believe they did a stadium tour.
I
I didn't think they're relevant enough to do that.
Rammstein will always be
Oh
relevant.
man.
Yeah.
In Europe?
If they showed up in,
In Europe.
Milwaukee, it'd be like, I guess we're going.
They
Yeah.
did it. No, they did a stadium tour in America. I know
Yeah.
people that went to like
They made a whole album. They made an
Minneapolis.
album called
They went
America.
Chicago.
I was going to go to Soldier Field
Why
in
would they do
Chicago,
that?
but tickets were too expensive. And then COVID, it got
Would
delayed
not
or
pay that
something.
much. Yeah.
Shit.
When I first started at Eagle Park, I had money put aside for it. And then
Yeah.
I
I'm
saw
bad with
them
money.
open
So I
for-
did not buy it.
Ryan says Bronco by Orville Peck. Best damn thing to happen in country music in the past few years. Orville Peck is amazing. That album is phenomenal. If you haven't heard it,
I'll have to give it a shot.
and he said second place, Vaxis 2, A Window of the Waking Mind by Coheed and Cambria, our clear winner of best album of the year.
It is
High five, buddy.
great.
And we're gonna
That
move
was
on.
the weakest high five.
We have 2 categories left, and Dylan's got to wake up in the morning. So we have Best Older Game of 2022. This is a game that you played this year that didn't come out in 2022. So it could have been a game you finally got around to playing.
So it could be a game that came out even last year.
Well, that's the point of this
Okay.
category.
I didn't know if it was
That is
supposed
correct,
to be
Tyler.
old. I'll start.
That is what I
Checks
said.
notes.
This is going to be
Yes.
really easy. Hades. Boom. Easy.
Hades 2020.
Yeah. Hades was
Right on.
no
2020? Yeah, 2020.
2020 on the Switch, and it was on early access on Steam for a long time.
For a while.
Hades is a great game.
Get that in
Hades
my
is-
But they got the
pile.
console rights for a while.
Hades.
I played it when it first came out on the Switch. I loved it. And then everyone else got on the train later, and I'm just like, I don't know, I'm done.
I'm playing
What did-
Vampire Survivors now, bitch.
Yeah, man, what did you, I mean, like, you play this obsessively.
I play a lot of it. I still haven't beaten it all the way because I only jump in and do a couple runs from here and there.
Yep.
But no, Hades is probably one of my favorite games of all time. Like that is, I did not expect.
Plays so good.
I did not expect to like this game as much as I did. It is just so
I
well
suck
made.
so bad at it.
I mean,
Yeah?
Yeah.
You're no good.
I'm not
good.
terribly good,
But I
at
don't
it
care.
either.
I just like go in and just get a couple rounds.
It's a great
in and-
soundtrack.
Oh my
Oh,
god,
yeah.
yeah. The little character drawings, they're all awesome. The voice actors are great. The story's fantastic. It looks cool.
Very addictive.
Yeah.
you were saying in a previous episode, it does deserve a Netflix adaptation.
It does.
It's
If
one of the
Cuphead
few
could
games
get
where
one, fucking
the Cuphead show is
Cuphead's like
interesting.
season 20 coming now. I'm like,
Yeah, they have 3 already.
yeah. Cuphead.
They're a small Irish studio, from what I understand.
Yeah, and the Cuphead show is fitting a weird like little niche because it seems more geared towards kids.
Yeah,
I didn't
In
continue
the style,
watching.
it's in the style of like old school Nickelodeon Cartoon Network, but it's geared towards a younger audience. And
It's
I know
not quite the
my,
vibe.
My nephew loves it,
yeah.
and
That's good.
I was like, clearly he's never played the game because he would be upset.
Yes.
yeah,
absolutely.
You'd be
There's no
crying
difficulty
still.
options.
My uncle has the shirt because he loves the art, but he's never played it. This is before the cartoon. You know, he bought
That
a
actually
Cuphead shirt.
that speaks to
He
a
loves the
lot.
art.
Yeah, Uncle Randy.
Yeah, Ringo.
Yes, you can sell something on a lot like that.
Dylan, what's your favorite older game you played this year?
You know I don't do that. I play new games.
You didn't play any older games this year.
I honestly, all right, I just started playing something called Railway Empire, and it's a train simulator, but you build like the economy and the in-betweens of like, it's like Railway Tycoon, but it's really fucking good. And I've been playing a little bit of that, but for the most part, a lot of my time gets absorbed with newer games. Like, I mean, like, even when we talk about game of the year, for me, I think I probably played the most games out of anyone here, just different games. So my picks were maybe a little bit harder, but I mean, you'll see.
It's not easy being Dylan.
But yeah, Railway Empire really struck me. I keep going back to some games, but for the most, like Monster Train, I got back into for a solid month. But otherwise, I keep playing new games that come out on Game Pass. I just want to see what's new. maybe, and I think I related to Tom about this because I borrowed his Tales of Arise.
Yeah.
And I got into it for a little bit, and I really felt that game pretty hard for a solid 2 weeks, and then suddenly it just dipped, and I just couldn't do it anymore. And I've been kind of trying to like chase a high in video games where they give me something that I've never seen before and never kind of bowl me over, give me something impressive, give me something to kind of reinvigorate my love of video games. There's always going to be something like a Pokemon or a series I know that always keeps producing kind of the same thing over and over again. But there's just nothing that really hits. So
You're being jaded. You're getting jaded, man.
So
I'm definitely
Railroad
getting
Tycoon 3.
Railway Empire.
Okay.
So that's what I'll stick with that because I honestly think that's a game I'm going to become a little autist about and get very obsessed with. So
It sounds like it. Yeah.
I mean, I do like trains, and it's like historical, and they tell you stuff. It's made by like a Swedish.
You just finished Bayonetta, so you have a real fetish for trains right now.
yeah,
that's what it is.
I'm just train horny.
They're made of hair.
Yeah, exactly.
My favorite older game I played this year, Disco Elysium.
Yeah, there you go. Finally playing a good game.
Finally played a good game.
When Tom and I were talking about it when he was still on the
back
podcast.
in the 1800s. Yeah.
The 1800s,
I think that's a pretty good game. Nice car you have there. Is that an auto?
Is that an auto?
A horseless buggy.
Disco Elysium, fantastic.
And it runs on dinosaurs.
I still hear the voice in my head in common everyday occurrences. Punch him in the face, Brad. I was like, no, dude.
It's your legend brain.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Jason Statham.
Just the rolls of dice, the rolling of the die in your everyday life, the sad despair of humanity.
Hardcore to the max.
And hardcore.
Hardcore.
Kudio.
You think you can fuck with the Cudio?
Kuno time. Motherfucking Kuno time.
Yeah. Great game. Loved it. That's my favorite older game this year.
Good for you. Yeah, this one, I guess I'll go with Cyberpunk. I didn't play a lot of older games this year either.
You dipped in.
So I dipped back in when they announced that the next gen patch was available. I'm like, okay.
Is there now a next gen patch?
Yeah, it's been out since probably
That
the
felt
summer
like a whisper.
or spring.
They
kind of just dropped it. What's that?
Didn't they fix it up apparently kind of quickly?
I don't know.
Quickly.
They had to put off this patch for like a year or a year and a half because they were fixing just the bugs to make the game actually run. It's not. I still have to go back and finish the actual quest, but it's pretty good. They've fixed it up. It looks beautiful on the Series X.
Does it really?
Yep.
That patch really worked wonders for it too.
Yeah.
'Cause I dipped back in after the patch came out.
And with the Edge Runners
Yeah.
or whatever series that came out, suddenly they sold a shitload
it was
more
like
copies.
One of the most played games on Steam after that.
It's a good anime.
And I'm gonna watch before I go back to Cyberpunk. I'm gonna watch that first, and then
It's actually pretty dope.
it's set in the same world.
Well, yeah. What surprised me about it? It's actually done by Studio Trigger. They do my favorite anime of all time. They made my favorite anime of all time, and I'm just like,
Yeah. Whoa. But yeah, I do like the story so far. There's some things I don't like, but Keanu Reeves is a pretty decent character in that game.
Johnny Silverhands. He's playing a rock concert, and then he decides to immediately go and be a terrorist.
Yep.
It's the weirdest.
As you do.
We're done now, everyone. Check it out. Now we're gonna blow up this building.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there was that that guy in that Norwegian
That's actually what
black
happened.
metal band that killed the guitarist and then set a bunch of churches on
Oh,
fire.
Varg
so,
Vickness.
yeah,
Oh, the Swedish
How
black
the
metal?
hell
from
did
the-
I know that?
Because he's an extreme person and you're
He
too
pulled the
extreme.
name out. I
He's
was just
hardcore to the max.
Varg Vickers.
Hardcore.
hardcore.
I killed him. The church is on fire. Josh, your favorite old game this year?
I have played a handful of other random stuff, but
Did you
I'm just
pay
gonna say
probably the Cowabunga collection?
yeah.
We'll just pick it for you.
I did play that. I played that a handful. No, and that's 2022, my friend. That's all brand new.
It's all I know.
No, I
think the collection-
They introduced Michelangelo this game.
I
God
think
of
the
War
collection.
2018. I mean, it's pretty good.
God of War.
Yeah, why
Okay.
not?
Yeah.
Controversial.
Hard to argue
Boy.
it. I mean, I'm sure I played other stuff, but I mean, I'm sure that's better than whatever else I was playing.
Sure.
And Kip, his favorite is the Dreamcast version of Gauntlet Legends.
All right.
Fuck
All
yeah.
right, that's not bad.
Dreamcast.
Specifically.
That's a good pull.
Judge Tempest says favorite older game is Disco Elysium.
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
RV Gamer, AI The Somnium Files.
I just started playing that. It's actually quite good. It's a visual novel with light detective elements.
Okay.
In the vein of like Ace Attorney or Danganronpa, because it's the same company that I believe that does Danganronpa. But it's good.
Okay.
I like it a lot, and it's 3D models, and it actually all kind of fits together really nice. It's used to be on Game Pass. It was really cheap, like $8 on Switch, maybe a week ago.
Cool.
It might still be on sale.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Nice.
Ryan says Hades, so damn addicting. This game has changed his mind on roguelite games. And Phil says the Resident Evil remake.
The first one.
First one?
I never finished this when I had it on GameCube and downloaded it after hearing Retronauts episode talk about it. It looks shockingly good in handheld mode on the Switch. Still haven't finished it, but I'm hoping to pick it up again over upcoming travel.
It's a great Retronauts episode, too.
They just hit 500, so congrats to them.
Yeah, I was listening to that.
So did Vigigame Apocalypse.
Yeah, listen to that, too.
Raw Dog's at 75. That's a lot, though, too.
That's a lot.
That is a lot, Brad, and I would say that maybe ours is a bit more of an
And
achievement.
I'd say 75 is probably the best episode we've ever done. Dylan's not on it.
Oh, there you go.
There we go.
No, we missed a lot.
Oh, I'm sorry, Dylan.
We're about to enter the final category, but before we do we have any more beers to drink, Josh?
Sure. Yeah. This is a podcast of beer, about
you
beer.
know
video.
what? We might have two.
Oh.
Let's see where this goes. This is a lighter stout. I had this at Weldworks Brewing when I was there. Happy to have it finally in Wisconsin. Oh, Jesus. This is the Little Man Oreo Stout. Here, let me pour this guy up. Yeah, Little Man Salted Oreo Stout, milk stout with ice cream, Oreos, vanilla, milk sugar, sea salt, and it's like 6%, 6.5%.
That sounds god dang delicious. Like a GD delight.
Goddamn, Brad.
An Oreo stout.
I want everything you just said. I want all of those adjectives in my mouth.
Oreo stout. Oh my God, Oreo. You know, the one thing I don't like about Oreos? The cream.
Have you tried deep frying them?
I have had a deep fried Oreo, and it really did redeem it in my mind.
Yeah, it's so damn good.
I open them
When
up.
I eat cookies and cream, I just want the cookies.
Because the cream is gay.
I like peanut butter.
I like the cream.
The cream is gay. Oh my God.
just hurt my throat. Oh man.
No homo. But I love Oreos.
Double stuffed.
Guys, we just lost all of our Alabama viewers. Okay.
Oh, shit.
I'll tell you the rules for the game in a second.
There's a game
There's
before
a game?
it?
What's going on?
It's a quick game.
What game?
It's a quick game.
Okay. You got us all Steins?
We got to have Tom here first.
I know.
I'm
You
gonna
just
take
have a bunch of...
I'm gonna take a sip of this beer.
So am I. Okay.
As
Are we recording?
Yeah, we're recording.
Oh my God. Okay. That rules. We got to keep that in. That's funny.
Yeah, well, that's dated.
That was so good. Oh my God. No, I like the peanut butter Oreos.
Can I see the can of this one, Josh?
You guys had the double stuffed Nutter Butters yet?
Yes.
That sounds delightful.
I don't know, man.
It really fucking is. And-
Wafers, man. They're the way to go.
Little man.
And I just found out that they have chocolate covered ones now.
Get the fuck out. Well, aren't they all?
No.
Aren't Nutter Butters
are
usually-
actually peanut butter cookies with peanut butter cream.
But isn't the coating chocolate in Nutter Butters?
Oh,
Do they coat the whole thing?
My
that's a
entire
whole
life-
separate.
my
That's a whole
entire
separate
life is-
purchase,
Okay,
and they're new.
Since Tom is back, here is the game. I have the list of the top 4 profitable movies that came out this year. You can go first, but you only get one guess. And if you guess the third most profitable one, you get to choose third. Whoever guesses the number one gets first pick out of the Steins, second, third, and fourth. So if you think you know, you can start yelling it out. Otherwise, if you want to wait, but we're going to go in the order that, if you guess it right, you only get one guess, though.
Most profitable movie this year.
Profitable worldwide
Or
gross.
ticket sales.
Worldwide
Avatar,
gross
too.
this year.
That includes like everything related to it.
Okay.
Netflix binges
No, these are
No, that doesn't. equal
those
profit.
are not.
straight to Jamie Foxx's new vampire film.
Does anyone have any guesses?
Wakanda Forever.
Not in the top 5.
No, it's
Man,
not.
I want to see it. I hope it's good.
I hear it's fine.
I'll accept that over bad.
The Spider-Man didn't come out this year, did it?
I don't know what that is.
Spider-Man.
No, that didn't come out this year.
Wow, I really haven't been paying attention to the box office.
Oh, God damn
Can I
it.
pull up my Google?
God damn it.
No. You can guess.
Can I go again?
If no one else goes, yeah. Tyler, you have a guess?
I don't have a guess yet.
Josh?
He said what I was gonna say.
Top Gun.
Oh yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I was gonna say the
God,
Batman.
I think you're right.
The Batman is number
It's-
5.
oh, really?
But
It's-
we'll let them each have one more guess before.
I can't think of any fucking movies.
I
that came out
have
this year.
I have no movies in my brain.
Well, I mean, no one's going to get number 4, but there's 2 more that you could get. All right. Well, Tom, you get your first pick out of these 4 Steins. You get to choose it and keep it. These are 4 Steins that Carly's mom's neighbor. These are old. These are real. These are
You're
old
just
ones.
trying to
these
get
are
rid of your Stein
fucking
collection, aren't
fantastic.
you?
We
are
already
cool.
chose number 1 at home. It's already at home. But go ahead,
The
Tom.
nice little
Okay.
Stein collection.
If neither of you can guess one over Josh, then Josh gets next pick.
I'm going to go. I'm
Did Doctor Strange come out this
going to
year?
have to do it.
It did.
Doctor Strange.
So Dylan can have one guess to beat Doctor Strange.
Really? I wasn't doing good from when I
Worldwide gross, Doctor Strange is number 3.
it does well in China.
Okay, think about doing well in China. Think about box office. Think about blockbusters. Think about big movies. That's the only hint you're getting. If you want another hint, it's up to Tyler if I can give it to you.
Yeah,
Tyler,
go for
can
it.
I have another hint?
Yeah.
Chris Pratt.
Son of a bitch.
It narrows it down to like
Yeah.
10 movies.
That's true. He was in a few.
Chris Pratt's in a movie?
This is
I thought he was just on Parks and Recreation.
no, but this is a tough. I wouldn't have guessed this.
I pick.
You have your next pick of the signs, yeah?
I wouldn't have guessed this.
If it's the one I'm thinking of.
Oh, Jurassic World Dominion?
Ding, 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 ding,
Really?
ding.
Yep.
Yay!
Went really well.
They're all fucking
Yeah.
great.
I like this guy.
Sure.
Great job, you guys.
Job.
That
So
rules.
what was the top five? Top 5.
In order, number 5 was The Batman with $770 million. Number 4, Minions: The Rise of Gru,
I didn't even know that came out.
$939 million. Number 3 was Doctor Strange 2, $955 million. Jurassic World Dominion, $1.001 billion.
Fuck off.
And
making
Top
those.
Gun Maverick,
Anyone that saw
Top Gun Maverick,
Jurassic Park.
$1.468 billion. Top Gun
should
Maverick
never
was
happen.
wildly successful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've
One
heard
of the
it's
top
really
grossing
fucking
movies
good.
of all time.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, it's all right. I got it. if
And
anyone
now,
wants to
do
buy
these
it.
contain the souls of
The Innocent?
the neighbor?
Mozart?
All I know is none of them are super rare and worth more than $100 because I looked it up.
Oh,
But
well,
they
thank
are
you.
authentic, so.
This is
This is cool.
seriously. There is not. Previous to this, there had not been a Stein in my collection.
Yeah, this is going on the shelf.
I got one like this big. I'm telling you, this
Josh,
big,
is- this
guys.
gonna look
just
good
so
up
everyone
there.
knows, Josh is
Yeah,
bigger than yours.
I know.
No, it was my uncle.
And now
I got
for
when
the
he
final,
passed.
most important category, best game of 2022. I haven't played Callisto Protocol, but reviews are saying it's horseshit, so I'm ready to.
I think we're all checked out by now. We can just leave, right?
We got the Steins. We're good to go.
Right. Yeah.
We're gonna start it off with you, Josh. Do you have any games you played from this year that you
I only
would?
played Ghostbusters, Spirits Unleashed, and Shredder's Revenge.
Would you say Shredder's Revenge is your game of the year?
It has. I mean, I'm sure it'd be Ragnarok, but
Did you ever check out Metal Hellsinger?
no, it's on my list. I do want to play that.
That game rules.
It's kind of
It
fun.
looks awesome.
Once you get used to what it is,
So it was such a. It was
when I
such.
found out that the
yeah,
cock
it's-
was the offbeat, I was just like, yes.
so good.
But yeah, it looks like a lot of fun.
And the music is really good.
Yeah.
There's
It is
a
really
handful of
good.
different metal artists or something involved.
I believe it's mostly the guy
Surge.
from System of a Down.
Yeah, Surge Tankian.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I didn't know that. You told me that.
I saw Rammstein open for System of a Down 20 years ago. Well,
I'm
22
debating getting the
years
vinyl
ago.
of that one, actually, because I think it's that good.
Of Hellsinger?
Yeah, I beat it.
Oh, did you? Okay.
So I'm gonna try and go to the one people that I would probably know what they're gonna choose. So I'm gonna go Tyler next.
Yep, I'm gonna go with Ragnarok. That's definitely my game of the year. I really wanted to say A Plague's Tale Requiem because you should play that. Play
It's
play
quite
the
good.
fuck out of
Do
that.
I need to play the?
downloaded.
Do I need to play the
Yes.
first game first? Okay, because I
Yes.
wasn't sure. I was looking at it the other
You
day.
should.
Yeah. How long is that game?
Requiem?
Yeah.
Took me probably 20 hours.
Oh,
or so.
really?
Yeah.
I hit about maybe 18.
yeah.
If you want to get like everything, you can. Like there are like pieces to upgrade your equipment.
Yeah. And if there was a best ending of a game, that would win by far. That ending of
Okay.
that game is fantastic.
It's quite good.
Awesome. I'm looking forward to playing that.
But Ragnarok, yeah, no, it improved on everything that God of War really needed. I do have some like minor gripes and concerns with it, but I don't want to spoil anything.
Dude.
But it's just
The voice still is annoying.
Fucking
He's got his moments.
Richard Schiff as Odin.
Oh
Just
my god,
so good.
the guy who played
so good.
Opie from Sons of Anarchy is Thor.
Oh, is that? Yeah.
It took me all.
Is that
game.
him?
That's him.
Okay, I didn't know. I'm like every actor in that game.
It's
is
just it's
fucking
such
awesome.
a cinematic masterpiece of a game. Like there's a shit ton of cutscenes, and you do a lot of watching and not a lot of playing. But
Yeah.
for somebody who likes movies, I mean, it wasn't that bad. I liked it a lot.
Are we gonna get ill from this?
I don't know. Depends what type of beer it is.
I know what
If it's
mine
an
is.
IPA, I'll dump it.
I couldn't predict what you two will do, so I'll go next. My game of the year is Elden Ring. It scratches every itch I have in gaming. It combines one of my new favorite styles of games. After playing Bloodborne, I became obsessed with From Software.
Sure.
And George R. R. Martin is my favorite fictional author working today.
Sure.
I
I doubt how much of a hand he really had in this, but
I love George R. R. Martin for extremely broad world building. His just the way he makes his maps and just does very broad lore where he says this stone was found on this island. And that's all we know, and there's enough vagueness there to create your own lore. And I mean, I agree. I don't think he sat there and he wrote down dialogue, but he did sit down probably over 1 week and thought about it for a while.
Sure.
And this game, I love the gameplay. I can't stop playing it.
How many hours are you in now?
I'm probably 200 hours in,
it's been almost a year.
and the DLC comes out tomorrow. First DLC. Very excited for that. But
PvP?
it looks like a PvP arena where you can just drop in and do like 3v3, like team matchmaking and stuff. It
That
doesn't look
seems
like
like a-
it doesn't seem like obscure. Use a finger and hopefully someone invades. It's like you go to the spot and it's matchmaking is what it looks like. But no, Elden Ring. It is so addicting. I love the depth. I love all of the weapons. I love the lore. I love the armor. I love the characters. I love that it's sad. I love that it's about death. I love that it's about eating gods and four-armed witches who make me their husband. All of it's cool. I like all of it.
And I actually, for once, have someone on the podcast who's played a lot of Souls games as well. I kind of I was so into it because it was still like it felt fresh and new. And then I got the distinct feeling that I had done this shit too many times. I was Danny Glover in Lethal Weapon.
Too old for this shit.
I'm like, I'm getting too old for this shit. I've felt this before. I understand what I'm supposed to be feeling in these moments, and it kind of felt, not to be too punny, hollow. And I said to myself, well, like, this is still a very good game. And I also said, maybe it's not quite what I was looking for, because I still maintain that Sekiro is better.
Yeah, I can. I see what you're saying, and going back and trying to play Dark Souls Remastered,
It's a different experience.
it's a different experience.
It feels
and
like a tutorial.
it feels, and that feels a little more hollow to me.
Yeah.
It feels less refined, and it feels.
But that's also, it has the benefit of, it has the actually like lack of benefit of time. Like, you're going back to an era where this was pretty much the origin point of its success, this formula. Demon Souls was a mild hit, but Dark Souls completely shot this right off the map. So, like, my memories of playing this, it was a completely different video game than I'd ever played.
Elden Ring, no other game came close this year to the sense of wonder and discovery and exploration.
Sure.
And just sheer joy of not knowing what's coming around the corner. And it's one of the first times in a long time where everyone is talking about a game. Like, everyone that I didn't even know was gamers was coming up and talking about Elden Ring, which was very exciting because that didn't happen in my life for a long time.
Sure.
Where
The fact that game sold as much as it did to be a mainstream hit.
Yeah. It's like the Coen brothers making Fargo. They're like, we've just been doing the same thing. We don't know why Fargo was big, but with Hudsucker Proxy was their Sekiro or something.
Well, I'm famously wrong on this game. When I saw previews for it, I thought it did not look good, and I thought it was going to be a failure, and I was completely wrong.
And we're going to keep everyone on the edge of their seat for Dylan's. We're going to go to Tom next.
Oh, God. I'll be a basic bitch. Mine's Elden Ring, but I do want to give just a shout out because it was close to me. Just to the runner-up quick. It's fine. And that is the Atari 50 collection.
I've heard really
It's
good things
so
about that.
Fucking good.
It's like a perfect collection.
I hear it's a great
It's
showcase.
the best compilation game ever made.
I'm waiting for Atari Remix.
Or game. Like
What's it on? Is it on
It's
everything?
on everything. Yep.
I might get it on the Switch because that seems like a great location.
Yeah. And it's not really about the play. It's got over 100 games from the 2600 to the computers to the fucking Atari Jaguar, which has never been emulated before until now.
Got Jag games?
Yeah.
Probably awful.
The experience is the game. It's not just playing the games, and just
Because it gives you like chronological.
it's like a museum.
Yeah.
It's a playable museum, and I can't say enough about this fucking thing. It deserves to be it needs to be in everybody's fucking library.
How much
if
they
you like
pay?
it.
How much they charging right
That
now?
sounds like $30.
30?
That's
I'll buy that today.
That's reasonable.
I'll
And
download that when I get home. Yeah.
just all the you get inter-office memos and people talking about the games, and all the context that it gives makes you want to play these old ass fucking games because it sets the stage for all these games, and leading up to them, and it makes you want to actually try them out. Might try them out for just 30 seconds at a time, but I can't say enough.
Combat's still pretty good.
Combat's on there, and they have like new redone versions of
Yar's
a few of the
Revenge.
games. And oh man, it's there's this one called Vector Sector, and it just mashes up all the Atari Vector games in this brand new game that was just coded for this thing.
Really?
And it's like Lunar Lander and Asteroids all in one, and it's fucking really good. Anyways, but yeah, Elden Ring.
Cool.
It's a good game.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's everybody.
That's
There's
everybody.
this frog, and the frog's got to get across the street, and there's these logs. I'm telling you, you're gonna want to play this game.
I'm telling you,
This
that
truck driver right over me. I didn't see it coming.
that frog is having such a hard time getting across that road, that river, and then another road.
Just stop for a second, please.
Please wait, the frog.
Did anybody play or see Sonic 2?
The movie?
Yeah, we all saw.
It was pretty good.
Yeah, I liked it a lot.
I didn't see it yet.
Idris
I think it's
Elba
fun.
was perfect.
I thought
He was
the
a
first
great
one was
Knuckles.
fun.
I'll watch anything with James Marsden in it. Let's be clear.
Dude, I love X-Men 3.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I love how he ties
It is the
it.
best
Whoa.
one.
Yeah.
Brett Ratner for life.
Oh, no.
Animated series for
I'm a
me.
comic fan. So.
And Dylan, your game of the year, and you're not
Let's
allowed to
hear
say
it.
10.
It's well, yeah, I've only got one. It's Bayonetta.
Yeah.
Bayonetta 3. I love this game. I think it's so self-indulgent, purely stupid, but plays so well. This is the best Bayonetta I think they can make with their ambition and what the Switch can handle. This was not a game that should have been on the Switch. And if I had my laurels about me, I would actually say that this was probably intended for the next
Dreamcast.
system, or they were hoping that this would end up being on a new system or an upgraded Switch, because for what it is, it runs so well. And the new systems they have, where you like summon these like giant like demons to fight with you, and you have to time out your switch back into the new weapons and switching between those weapons, and then figuring out how to do combos with these special challenges. It's the best version that like a Devil May Cry style game can actually be. It's over the top. It's stupid. They make some dumb character choices, but if we're talking just pure gameplay alone, this is the most video game I think I've played in maybe 8 years or so. And that's saying a lot, because this game is just focusing on get the most points, kill things the fastest. Are you good at doing combos? You should probably get
So it's
good
a
at doing
Bayonetta game.
combos.
Does this train have a female butt?
It's called the
Bayonetta-
caboose.
See, listen, everyone Bayonetta, she become train.
She become train.
She become puppet.
Puppet.
She become frog.
Oh, yeah. Ribbit.
She become eagle.
No, pass. Too much. You're getting too weird with it now, man.
Yeah, it's very gaudy.
Yeah. Eagles for real? Wow. Everyone's done that.
So this is Switch only, right?
It's Switch. It's Switch
Do you have a
only.
physical?
I have a physical. You can borrow it.
Yes. I'm excited to play it. I love all Bayonetta.
still.
I have to
love
start
it.
at the first one. I want to play through all of them.
Bayonetta
Oh, really? Yeah,
is
they're worth
Bayonetta
playing.
is such like an irreverent kind of not taking itself too seriously, but also being badass at the same time kind of game where
Kind of like tongue in cheek, but I mean,
nothing's ever too stressful because you have the attitude of Bayonetta. It's just like, listen, I'm here to do it and have fun.
Yeah,
Like
she's a badass.
you're never too stressed out. Witch time is one of the best mechanics that's ever existed in a video game.
So Switch time. Cool, man.
Yeah,
That's it.
I had so much fun with it, and it's a game I keep thinking about. And with Elden Ring, I dread going back to it.
Well, that's because we also have a podcast. You've had to talk about it
Yes.
for 10 episodes
It's
so
been
far.
a bit
11.
too much.
That's not helping at all.
No, it's not.
No, I know it's not. And I don't want to say I enjoyed torturing you. But RV Gamer listed 5 games, but he said at the top of the list is probably Cult of the Lamb.
Cult of the Lamb is very good.
That was a
Tyler,
lot
did
of
you end
fun.
up playing it?
Yeah. I still have it installed. It's one of those ones I just kind of keep around and
Yeah.
fuck around with from time to time.
I beat it. It's quite good. It does have balancing issues with the progression, but it's awesome.
Judge Tempest says Elden Ring.
Yeah.
Ryan didn't say anything because he says he hasn't really played any games from this year. Phil says Elden Ring. Kip says Elden Ring.
You would.
Such a Souls fan, even though I prefer the more tightly crafted worlds of every other Souls game over this
Yeah.
one's open world.
Yeah. Such a
And
good open world.
special mention, my brother said the weirdest game, he watched his son in Roblox climb to the top of an obstacle course and take a dump. And
Oh, you can do that in that game now.
so I guess...
Time.
Okay.
So game of the year, Sonic Frontiers.
Yes, we split the difference.
Honestly, I've heard good things. So
I've heard bad things.
I've heard good things.
well,
Uh-oh.
Well, that's why we
our
should...
time to arm wrestle.
Tickle fight.
Let's do it. Yeah.
That's why we will play the game and decide ourselves.
We will play
When it goes
Frontiers
on
and then do
sale-
10 episodes about
If it's
it.
on sale
Right.
physical, we can each go
Sonic
innies on a
dogs.
copy, and you can
dude,
keep it.
You know it'd be Chili Dogs if we made a Sonic podcast.
It's just
dogs.
us, it's just us smacking our lips into the microphone as we eat. I'm sure people will love that.
I like to eat these ones slow.
I like to savor it. Gotta savor it.
So it seems like the game of the year is Elden Ring.
It was going to be.
Yes,
Yep.
guys.
I mean,
Unfortunately.
it's so good.
I have no problem agreeing with
It's
that.
so good.
And voted across the board, Dogcaster of the Year goes to Josh. We all voted
yes.
Damn.
Yeah, finally.
yes.
Finally.
10 years in a row.
You just suck
Ten-
it up
yes.
to me
Yep.
now.
You get your plaque up on the wall again.
Yeah.
Crack.
Lifetime achievement.
Speaking of 10 years, do we have the 10-year beer?
Yes, I believe we do. We might want a little bit of water in our glasses for this one.
Oh.
I don't know where it's at, but
So we just drank a
2
mystery
turns.
beer with no label, and it's definitely something with guava.
probably a guava milkshake IPA.
Can I give a special recommendation to Shin-Chan, me and the professor in the 7...
I don't know.
I
Maybe.
think Dylan just broke himself.
This happened all the time back in the day.
Me and the professor...
I drink out of this, but I have water here.
me and the professor on summer vacation.
We have a special beer here. Hair of the Dogfish Head, 120-minute IPA. Not really an IPA, but it's an 18% IPA.
This was bottled 2010.
I can't read it. It says bottled by July 16th, 2008.
No, I
can't-
think it's 2010
Can I
It's
see it?
not. No, it's not.
or
readable.
2012.
Oh, it's
You
not
can't
readable.
tell. It
No,
actually looks like 2009 or
I
8.
asked for your opinion on Discord, and you said it was, I think, 2012.
You asked for
doesn't
my
just-
opinion?
Yeah, I asked for your opinion on the Discord a while ago.
Oh, I might have been too busy and working for 100 hours straight or something. I missed that one.
Sell by.
Well, that's one you can age. And it's not really an IPA. It's a strong ale more than anything. It's just hopped a little more.
7/22/16.
It defies an age.
16 maybe.
Oh, whatever.
That's a solid.
This is the
It's an
old.
18% beer.
This is one of the oldest beers I've ever had.
Really?
Oh boy, this is exciting.
Yeah. We're all going to die.
I can't wait to call in tomorrow.
drive.
You know?
Yeah, I forgot that
wanted
I was
some time
aging
off.
this beer. I found this in a random box at the basement. It's like, oh, this is an old one.
All in fun. I got a Dogfish Head vanilla worldwide stout. It's probably
Worldwide.
which is I think the best version of the worldwide stouts.
Beautiful.
Yeah. You
Dirty.
get it.
This
You
looks
get it.
dirty.
You got it?
Yeah.
This looks mad dirty.
The first 125 episodes,
Cheers.
and to the next 20 episodes.
Oh, boy.
Right.
This one got a smell.
Well, if it's from
Like I said.
2016, we started in 2016, so maybe it's fitting.
Time to drink the Kool-Aid, right, boys?
Oh, you know what? That's
What?
pretty good.
Yeah.
Josh, what are your thoughts?
Aged nicely. Like I said, more of a strong ale.
Yeah.
I'd compare it more to an American barley wine.
This is-
than-
yeah.
yeah.
This is
American
not-
barley wine.
Yeah.
This is not how they taste
Which,
if you were to
I-
just buy one now off the shelf.
No.
And
Yeah, IPAs
No,
you generally
they
it
have-
says IPA and they say to age this one ages well 10 years.
It's still
Which is-
boozy off the shelf, though.
it is, yeah.
It's
But this definitely-
boozy forward
And I'd say like a lot of the bitterness of the hops gets dissipated over time.
quickly.
Quickly.
It's gone.
I got one from this year. If we could just, open that and see.
Hey, you want to just crush them, huh?
It's like, compare, contrast.
I mean,
This is probably the only IPA I've ever seen advertised to age. You don't see that done often.
I don't recommend aging any IPA. Any good IPA needs to be drank fresh because it's focused on the hops. This is focused on its boozy maltiness.
This
I learn
kind of
so much every episode.
Yeah.
great.
Boozy malt.
when we have
IPAs,
smart guys
fresh,
on, yeah,
fresh,
we do.
fresh.
Yeah, when it's not just ding dongs talking about.
Hi,
I'm
welcome to the
like-
Ding Dong Show.
I'm
starring
like
Brad, Tyler, and Dylan.
But I will
I went
say,
to art school.
But Batman might not be good.
so I'm kind of curious, like, what do you call this one? Because like they're now making quadruple IPAs. Triple IPA is about 9-10%. And quadruple IPAs are floating around 12-13. And Black Stack just made one called Merc Merchants. They had it last year too. But this batch was fucking insane. Like a smooth, hazy IPA with all the flavor. Like,
the flavor.
it goes down so easy for almost a 13% IPA.
Sure.
I drank mine pretty damn quick. I was like, oh my
Yeah, you
God.
did. Yeah, you
I went
did.
to bed right after that.
Yeah, I
Might
just
have
I
been
just
my
get like
third, fourth
boozy
beer.
barley wine flavor with this. I don't get any IPA flavors.
I have zero IPA.
Yeah.
And that's fine.
and that's what.
But
they
I wish they
that's what
wouldn't call
expect.
it. I wish they wouldn't call it IPA. But I mean, they go up that series, 60 and 90 minute IPA.
120-minute continually dry hopped. Is that what it is?
I don't think dry hopping would be worth it or matter.
It tastes like barrel.
What you
almost.
have here
Isn't that what the 120 minutes is?
is the holy grail of
something like
hop
that.
heads. Not really. The beer's continuously hopped over a 120-minute boil, which the boiling hops are more for the bittering, which this is smooth. I think all the 120-minute are actually smooth and balanced, even though it's boozy and malty, boozy as hell. But honestly, letting it sit, its booziness can get a little more subtle,
Sure,
and easier to drink. But yeah, it's kind of a waste to even try hopping it. Then dry hopped for over a month. I don't think dry hopping is typically done that long. Because IPAs, I mean, it'd take two weeks to brew.
Yeah. I mean, at some point, are you beating a dead horse?
Yeah.
You're going for the clicks?
At this point, they might just be slapping a label on it and saying they're dry hopping it and not doing it because it doesn't matter.
A brewery would never lie about anything. I've worked for many breweries, and I can guarantee you they all do.
It's all above board.
I'd buy that for $1 if it's a delicious beer. But yeah. One thing I'll say, barley wines seem to be on the up.
I hate barley wines generally.
Have you had good ones?
No.
So American barley wines are more hoppy and bitter, and the English barley wines are a little more sweeter, malty, not hoppy at all. There's some of the most highest rated beers right now are like Anchorage's barley wines or Phase 3's Arabesque. This shit is so good, comparable like a stout in flavor, but a little bit more malty. The maltiness tends to be like that caramely toffee flavor, as opposed to a stout will have that coffee like chocolatey like flavor.
So can I ask you this then? Because we didn't have it as a category this year. What's your beer of the year?
Well, I drank 40,000 beers this year. Let's start at number one.
I probably drank 10,000. I don't know.
Well, this has been the biggest problem. I should have been taking I should have had a little notebook.
That's what
every
Untappd
single
is.
beer.
You
I
can
know.
message me anytime.
Not digital,
Dylan,
Brad.
You have a beer question? Message me anytime because
Well,
I
of
get
course.
people that message me all the fucking time.
I mean, sure, I
Sometimes
will,
about
yeah.
beer.
But
Hey.
I should have been taking notes the entire Dogcast of just how many types of beers I had, because I'll be out with
You're creating the app Untapped right now is what you're doing.
I know, but I just want it physical. I want a little book that I can stick in my pocket.
You can just get on your phone
keep
and then
your
it's right there.
monocle with it too.
You can even
But
search
what
through it
happens-
instead of having to flip the little
No,
pages.
Bradley, what happens when the solar flare hits and I'm the only one that was keeping actual
You can
records?
store that
Print it.
data offline.
Just print it. Just every couple days, print off your Untapped, and then make.
I
up
don't
little
own a
tiny-
printer because I'm not rich.
He doesn't want your logic, Tyler.
Brad's about to own a printer.
Carly, he's not listening to this, so you can say that.
I
shit.
need to get a printer
Well, yeah,
for
you
old
said it
time's
earlier.
sake.
Yeah.
A printing press, you
Who
say?
could not? Who doesn't have a printer?
I don't know.
Gotta have a printer.
I had 3 printers and none of them ever worked.
I don't even own a
properly.
computer.
Because I'm stupid. But
Yeah, you should probably have that.
Here, the
I'm getting an
Dogcast
iPad.
exists because of people like you, so thanks for listening.
Yeah.
Thank you.
If you want to tell
love
us what
you.
your favorite games were or why we were wrong, you can reach out to us on Facebook and Instagram at Hair the Dogcast. We are on Twitter at Hot Dogcast. And if you want access to bonus episodes early, movie reviews, and a whole bunch of nonsense, check out patreon.com/Hair the Dogcast. We'd love to have you join our Discord. A bunch of wonderful people. And thank you to the wonderful people. Thank you
Join
so
the
much.
cult. Join the society.
To all the Kool-Aid
Join
drinkers out there,
us.
we want you to drink our Kool-Aid as well.
I mean, they didn't drink Kool-Aid.
Dylan, can you sum up the entire year of 2022 in 5 words, please?
That's one.
Balls.
No, isn't a word.
We could do a haiku, maybe.
That's 6 words.
We could do a haiku.
Okay, that's great. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. Oh, wait, no, you're going to write a haiku.
Sure.
You got 5 seconds.
But sometimes I play games. Sometimes I do not play them.
Okay.
Gee, this year was better.
Ah,
Hey,
Beautiful.
very good, very good.
flies.
I'm
575.
gonna cross stitch that.
Share your 575s with us if you can. If you got what it takes, you have 7 seconds.
The Dogcast will be back next week to discuss all the news we haven't talked about in the last 6 weeks. Because there's a lot, and I don't know, maybe we'll just do like the biggest news of 2022 as the episode or something. Just a recap.
Yeah, and maybe we can elaborate on some of the stuff we were talking about. Maybe some of Dylan's oddball picks.
Maybe you should write a haiku for every episode.
Never mind. I'm not going to do it again.
And special thanks to the Dog Fathers for being here for this one.
Yeah.
Tyler and Dylan, thanks for coming, guys. That's who you guys thought it was you.
Oh. Yeah,
You're the dog.
thanks.
You're the dog grandpas.
Yeah.
No, they're the Dog Fathers. We're the pups.
Yes.
We're the pound pups.
No, this is fun. Thanks for having us back, together forever.
Kiss.
Cream.
And we'll be back for 250,
That's a long ways away.
Yeah,
Let's just aim for 150 next.
So many hours of editing.
We'll take one milestone at a
So
time.
many hours of editing.
And special thanks to the Tokyo Beat Podcast Network. I know you said stipulations was Tom couldn't be on the podcast at the time.
What?
And we wanted to get this episode
We
out
had
of the
to
way
sneak
before we
in.
officially joined.
Yeah, we had to sneak you in.
Kinsey.
It's not
We
Tom.
had to,
It's
we had to
his twin.
smuggle you onto the
It's
podcast.
his evil
right.
twin, Tim.
We had to Kessel run.
Hi,
you
I'm
onto
Tim
the
Wagner, and
podcast.
this is Chet.
Hey. I'm off brand top.
Next time Josh is on, we will go full Chet, we promise.
You
Oh,
know,
I
I
love
was ready to go last time when we had to reschedule.
Yeah,
I was in
thanks,
chat
Tom.
mode.
What?
That would have been a full Chet.
It
Oh.
was full chat.
Josh, you're full of chat.
Cream.
Chet mix.
Is this over yet? Love you.